The thing is, now you need another quarterback. Maybe they're looking to draft somebody, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the right thing. I mean, drafting is fine, but you went from starting the week with having Geno, DK, Tyler was still a Seahawk, although we knew Tyler was going to leave. Now you have a need at quarterback, you have a need at wide receiver, and it feels like a full on rebuild is coming. When they're coming off of 3 straight winning seasons, I don't think they had to do all that. So we'll see what happens. Brooks, Damien, how are you guys? Welcome into the stream. Great to have you there. Please be sure to follow, share, and like. Eli's in the house. What's up, Eli? But what do you think about the trade? I'm going to be definitely rooting for the Raiders this coming season. Who we got here? Samurai, Grant, David. What's happening, everybody? Do I remember you? I don't know. Seems like it. Yeah, it's usually like my least favorite question as a streamer is when people ask if I remember them because it puts you in a weird spot. Tell me about yourself. Who's your favorite football team? I don't like them, Mateo. How do you feel about them? I don't remember if you're a Seahawks fan, Mateo, off the top of my head. Let's see. Trade in Julian Brooks. How's everybody doing? Let me get our Tickfinity timer going, and the more of you that follow, the longer we will stream today. So here we go. We're going to start with 90 minutes, and we'll go from there. Check out the lights. You know how. This guy's got Bo Nix, and he's got the Eagles coming for us. Got a hit stick on him, but he bounced right off. So you don't like how we dropped Tyler? You're fine with DK leaving. We got to get some good compensation for DK though, man. Like we can't keep whiffing on these deals. Hey, what's up, Daniel? How are you doing? Happy Saturday. What's your weekend plans looking like, Daniel? All right, type 1 in the chat if you're ready for the question of the day. If you're not ready, I'll ask in like 5 minutes. Who's ready for the question of the day? Oh, direct snap to the muscle hamster. Jando's ready. Dart is a Seahawk. I don't know, dude. I'm not happy with it. Yeah, what's up, Wizard? How are you doing, man? What do you think about all that? All right, John Doe's the only one that's ready for the question of the day. Everybody else has to get on his level. We need some more ones in chat before I read it off. Oh, Mateo's ready. All right, get me one more one in chat, guys. Then we'll be ready. Any of the chats, any of the 3 chats. Wizard and Isaac are not ready, apparently. Happy, not happy. He was asking for too much money. I don't think he was. I disagree. He was asking for 40 to 45 million. That's about top 15 money. Let's see, the one and only. Hey, buddy, thank you very much for lighting up the lights, becoming a follower. Tell us about yourself, one and only. Who's your favorite NFL team, and why did you become a fan of that team when you started rooting for them? All right, 4th down, he got the conversion. Because now what are we gonna do? We're gonna have 31 million of Geno bucks that are cleared off the salary cap that the Raiders took on, and what are we gonna do? Throw it at Sam Darnold, Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins? They might work out. All right, I guess we're half ready for the question of the day. Here it comes. Would you rather spend the weekend indoors or outdoors? Dude, I don't really want Sam Darnold. I don't know what they're going to do. I know that they're linked to Darnold per some of the reporting, but I don't know if there's any legitimacy to it. That's what's being reported. 40 to 45 million. Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, that's just what the cap is now. Cap goes up and the salaries go up. I mean, you could say nobody blocked for him and he never had a chance to win a game either. So I think that, there's 2 sides to the coin. Outdoors, don't want to toss around. Well, who do you want, Rico? Tell me who you want. I mean, Kirk Cousins on a cheap deal and draft a rookie wouldn't be the worst thing of the world. No way. This guy got me with Ingram. I should have just stayed on the user. Clicked off and was hoping for the best. Yeah, where's Dart projected to go? Sam Ward. I don't think we're going to be able to move up and get Ward, bud. The 92nd pick and the 18th pick isn't going to equal Ward. You mean Cam Ward, right? I don't know who Sam is. If you're on TikTok's For Your page, please come through. We love you guys to follow, share, and like. Every follower adds time to our time bank and gives us a longer stream. We get Kirk Cousins and draft Dart. I mean, Sam Howell's still in the quarterback room. Sam's there alone these days. Daniel Freak just shared the video. Love it if you guys could share it as well. All right, here we go. Might be one of the last Madden streams for some time. Maybe play it a little bit more over the weekend because the trades give us a lot of stream fodder. But MLB The Show's right around the corner, and I've been having fun with the golf game. Who's getting MLB The Show in chat? Cam Ward, but Lamar Jackson was almost a second round pick. Sure, but I don't think Ward's going that far in the draft this year. I mean, we got Russell Wilson in the third round, but you know, good luck with getting a Hall of Fame caliber guy in the third round. Happens once in a while. I don't know that Mr. Schneider is going to find another one. Ward going first overall. That's what I think too, John Doe. Right, so Mateo's spending the weekend outdoors. John Doe, would you rather spend the weekend indoors or outdoors? I'm definitely going to enjoy Raider football this coming season. Ooh, that could have been a pick. Outdoors for John Doe. Sanders, yeah, I did see some stuff saying Sanders might drop. Why do you guys think Sanders is going to drop? Did he have a bad combine? He didn't compete in the combine, right? Round 3, Arnold Palmer thoughts. What do you mean, Ryan? We're talking about the golf legend? Arnie's Army? I'm out of the loop, Ryan. Somehow, some way, I'm not understanding. Not the first time I've been wrong on something. Sanders shouldn't drop. Everybody just hates on him. Jackson Fart is going to save the Seahawks. Who's Jackson Fart? Is he like Justice Beaver? Jitney gets us the first down. Hey, what's up, Baden? PGA tournament this weekend, his sponsored event. Okay, now I got you, Ryan. No, I have no thoughts on it. I haven't paid any attention. What should I be thinking about it, Ryan? I'm out of the loop, unfortunately. I love golf, but I don't usually watch most of the PGA events and stops anymore. I tend to watch the majors and the Ryder Cup and stuff like that. Just found out about something cool, super cool on PlayStation, says Mike Plays Games. Hey, that's fair enough. You don't have to put any respect on his name unless he becomes a Seahawk. PlayStation stars on mobile, says Mike. You're okay with Justin Fields, to be honest. Yeah, he might be worth taking a flyer on. It's like a reward program. Oh, I haven't heard about this. Interesting. Tell me more, Mike. I got a nice little cutback lane there with Alexander for 5. Dude, yeah, tell me all about it. Mike's he's getting some free PlayStation deals. Steve Largen's my favorite player of all time in real life. In the game, he was decent, but his team diamond's been out for a while now. Had 800, excuse me, 980, can't talk, 9,800 stars on the app just for playing for a couple years. Man, I should check this out. I had no idea this was even a thing. Sounds like a nice little loyalty program. Maybe they're keeping it hush hush for a reason. Mateo also wouldn't mind Justin Fields to Seattle. No, I mean I'm not going to change my alliance, but I'm going to root for the Raiders to do well. I love Pete Carroll, and Geno's one of my favorite guys in recent history, and they say that Lockett's probably going to end up in Vegas as well. So yeah, I'll be moonlighting as a Raider fan, but no, the Seahawks are my team. I don't change teams. Oh, MLB had a deal, free game with the Stars. Yeah, dude, I don't know anything about this. I got to check all this out. Yeah, DK is going to go somewhere. I don't think DK is going to go to the Raiders. Supposedly the Seahawks offered DK with Geno for Max Crosby, and the Raiders just shot it right down. Is what I was reading, which makes sense. I mean, why do the Raiders want to give up Max Crosby? All right, we're in for the touchdown. Hey, if you're on TikTok's For Your page, come on in. Please follow. Our timer's running down. We need more followers. We need more likes, shares. If anybody wants to send a gift, send a heart me. That would put you on the TikTok team, or subscribe would be fun. Prefer veteran or draft one. Hey, Kyle James Miller. What's happening, Kyle? Kyle, who's your favorite NFL team? Let's see. Isaac, now I remember who you are. I think you came over from TikTok chat, right? Initially. I was thinking you're one of the longtime mods that switched your name. Now I remember. You couldn't chat, right? Because of the purple app settings. This guy's going for the home run ball. He's looking for Ross. And here we go. Hey, watch earn drops. We got the drops on the purple side. Diehard Bronco fan. Who's your favorite Bronco of all time? Jason, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I like the Raiders shield. All right, let's see. Let's see if you can still chat without the sword. Because it was throwing me off. I was like, hey, who's this guy? And I was running through my brain like, who changed his name? But now I remember. And Cam Jordan, he's got the good hands. He's going to take it to the house. It works out. Awesome, bud. Connection to our opponents gone. I'm a Seahawks fan, and the Raiders are my love affair now. You got Pete Carroll and Geno there. I don't know how many other Seahawks you guys are going to pick up, but yeah, I'm a temporary Raider fan. As long as Pete's your head coach, go silver and black too. That's my AFC team now. All right, so that win dedicated to all the new folks. Hey, plug, I have a job. In fact, it involves plugging. Let me tell you about it before I ban you. Actually, as I ban you. So plug, what I do, I rehydrate during the nights because, very exhausting for all the liquids that are required for it. But I'm a gigolo plug. I have one client. You know her very well. It's your mom. Anyhow, you get a job. So yeah, plug got plugged out. Hey, what's up, J-Dub? J-Dub knew where that was going. But yeah, he was a red chat troll. Now he's under the bridge with the other trolls, playing some FIFA 24 in career mode. What's everybody doing? Those of you that are picking up MLB The Show, what are you guys doing night one? Are you playing online head to head? Are you grinding all the programs? What are we doing? Dude, they're not going to be good this year. I mean, barring them plugging all the holes, but now they're opening up more holes. Imagine being on a boat, and there's just a little leak, and now bang, now there's a quarterback leak. Now there's 2 wide receiver leaks. Now I mean, it's going the wrong way here. Show's coming out next week. Favorite Seahawk of all time, Richard Sherman. Right now is Reek Woolen playing the new game mode for J-Dub. Parallel grinding until you want to cry yourself to sleep for Mike Plays Games. Oh, very cool, Mike. Seahawks offseason reminds you of when we cleaned house in 2022. It doesn't remind me of that at all. But I'm glad you feel that way. That year, I thought we were going to be on the full rebuild, but we got a lot of draft capital for us. But Pete's mantra, always compete. They weren't going to tank. This year feels like they're setting up to tank. I hope I'm wrong. Not excited for next year's edition of the team. Opening all your packs. I did not. Yeah, okay. Nice game for the Joker. Oh yeah, the package for Russ was quite different. Yeah, Raiders only gave up. You guys gave up the Jets pick to us, so the Raiders gave up the 92nd overall selection. So Seattle didn't get a really high end pick there. Top 100, but I mean it is what it is. College basketball, not much. I saw Purdue lost today. One of my moderators went to that Purdue game. Hey, Greg, welcome in, man. Thanks for the likes. Thank you for the heart me. We'd love everybody to give us a heart me because it puts you guys on the TikTok team. We want everybody on our team. Greg, how are you, man? Thanks for being here. Greg, excuse me, Kyle. Thank you for the heart me. I thought Greg doubled up, but it was Kyle with the heart me as well. Yeah, the heart me makes you an automatic follower if you're not already a follower too. So that's a really cool bonus of it. Another day. You go to school in Illinois? Was wondering who the moderator was. Yeah, his name is Wags06, and he's a Purdue grad. He has a buddy that graduated from Illinois. They both have season tickets, so they host each other once a year. They go to the opposing game. So he was out to I guess it's in Chicago. I actually don't know where the university is, but he was out to Illinois tonight for the game. I saw the Fighting Illini got that win. Seahawks should have given Geno a first round pick swap for a top 5 pick. I kind of feel like Schneider maybe was trying to do a solid by Geno Smith and send him to be with Pete because it's probably his preferred destination. but only getting the 92nd pick doesn't feel like we got really good value. I guess the salary shed is good, but now it's like now we have the escaping hole at quarterback. So I don't know. I feel a bit disappointed, but not too upset about it. Uh, I don't trust that McDonald and Schneider are the right minds to get us back to being legitimate contenders again. Reek Willen went to your college. That's why he's your favorite player. Bryson's in Louisiana. How's life in Louisiana, buddy? It's in Champaign. That's right, Champaign. I knew that, but I had forgotten. J Dub. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Kyle James, thanks for likes. Like-a-thon is on. The more you guys like the stream, the further up the profile picture goes, and you can compete for the crown that way. So yeah, everybody please follow, share, and like. No way, man. The Rocket read that thing like a book. Thought that circle route was opening up. I saw him taking off with his user, and I thought it was good. Have no idea what we're doing. You're so lost this offseason. Hurts to be a Hawks fan. Like with Lockett, we knew Lockett was coming, unfortunately, because Tyler's deal is too high. But the rest of them are not great. EJ, let's be a little nicer when you come back from your 5 minutes in the corner, EJ. Hey, we got it right back, EJ. What do you think about that? Oh, you can't chat for 5 minutes. But yeah, EJ, don't be rooting for my opponent, dude. Don't be rooting for the Rocket. Here's the thing. I don't think JSN's going to have a great year if everybody's doubling Jackson Smith and Jigba and we don't have another good target to throw to be honest with you. Because Metcalf commands some of the defense's attention. Now Tyler's gone. I mean, Tyler was wide receiver 3, but you're losing DK. And if I'm an opposing defense, make Jake Bobo beat me or something. At least as it stands now. I guess we'll find out what else we'll get, but it'll be like Marvin Harrison Jr. in Arizona. All right, let me catch up my purple chat buddies. They should trade for Joe Milton and develop him. He looks solid, says Bicyc. Let's see. Kings only made a very small trade at the deadline today. You really hope you fire Rob Blake at the end of the season. Hey, Anthony, thank you for the TikTok likes. Everybody, please tap that screen. We got to get the follow train going. Got to get this thing driven out on the For-Your page. We run on follows. The lights flash, and it adds more time, just like Anthony just did. Anthony followed up. So thanks, Anthony. We're on the road to 50,000. One step at a time. We need a lot of steps to get there, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Don't call me Shirley. We did an earlier stream this evening. It was one MMA. So that was pretty cool to get to the watch along. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thanks, Anthony. Please share the stream with your friends if you got any friends online. All of you buddies hanging out here. Anthony, looks like you got a Seahawk profile picture. What is with his running back? He's just coughing it up. Yeah, the Discord, we'd love to have you guys in there. Thanks, J-Dub, for the plug. If you click on my profile, the link tree's there. Link tree will take you to the Discord and all the other socials. Quinn Ewers future Seahawk. He might be. You guys remember the suck for luck thing back in the day? You probably don't. You guys are probably too young to remember that. But teams were trying to tank to get Andrew Luck. I saw somebody say the Seahawks need to be asked for Archie so we can get Archie Manning. I usually don't use foul language, but we'll let that one slide. Hey, under the playoffs, here we go. You guys are my good luck charms there in chat. Yours would make a bad offseason worse, says Mike Plays Games. Yeah, I think the Raiders are going to be fun. I've never been so excited for Raider football. I was a little bit excited when Rick Meyer was the starter for the Raiders. And I didn't mind watching Jeff George, but Rick Meyer was my guy. Only old football fans remember Rick Meyer. But hey, I've seen a lot of names popping in. Hope you guys will stick around with us. Here's the question of the day, in case you missed it earlier. Would you rather spend your weekend indoors or outdoors? Oh boy, this guy's got 399s in his lineup, so playoffs probably in here. Geno's dancing. Geno's dancing on his way to Vegas. Mike Plays Games. He's not too high on Milton. I've heard this is a pretty bad draft class for quarterbacks. Troll, how are you, buddy? You have any fun weekend plans? Everybody, do you have any fun weekend plans? I'd love to hear about what your weekend's looking like. I got one ceiling fan down. I plan to install the new one tomorrow. If that goes well, I'm going to change this one out too. I've never done a ceiling fan previously, so we'll see how it goes. I got a few few projects around the house. Yeah, it may just be a year to just see if you struck lightning with Sam Howell and whoever else you can get. If it's a late rounder or a Daniel Jones off the scrapyard, and don't give him a long-term contract and go from there. Hey, what's up, Jonathan? How are you, buddy? I saw somebody say Russ should come back, and honestly, it's not the most far-fetched thing. Although I don't really want Russ back. Russ left on bad terms. Mike would rather have Mariota. Mariota, being an Oregon guy, maybe there's some connection there. Nothing too fun. Trolls missing football. How do you guys think Geno Smith will do in Chip Kelly's offense? Because Chip Kelly's the new offensive coordinator for the Raiders. I'm gonna have to get a Raiders hat or a Raiders t-shirt, for sure. Wear it on the days the Raiders win and the Seahawks lose. Just come on here and be like, oh yeah, I've been with the Raiders, ever since the Oakland days, the first time in Oakland. Can't wait for March Madness to start. Yeah, when did they announce the field for March Madness? Is it coming pretty soon? Have feelings about Chip Kelly, says Mike. Seahawks could tank, draft Drew Aller, Cade, Klubnik, or John Mater next year. Dude, you're making up all those names. You got those names off a random name generator, didn't you? I've never heard of any of those guys, to be honest with you. Garrett Nuss, another one. Hey, what's up, Amari? How are you, bud? If you were beginning Madden 25, what advice would I give you? I would definitely tell you to follow the stream so I can give you all the good advice every night, if you're not already a follower. The other advice I would give you is start with all the challenges. Do the more recent challenges first. So Team of the Year, Combine, work your way down, because that'll give you a lot of nice rewards and packs and players and things. Raider Nation will welcome you with open arms. Jose, I'm temporary Raider Nation guy. I'm with you guys as long as Pete's there. Pete's there for 10 years. I'm going to be a 10-year backup Raider fan. Penn State, Clemson, Washington State, and LSU, says Mike. Mike knows his stuff. You think the 16th is when they announce the brackets? Oh, so still a little bit of time, right, for teams to push their way into college hoops there. Is there a dominant men's team or a dominant ladies team that you guys expect to win it all, or doesn't look that way? Kyle, thanks for all the likes there on TikTok. Let's see. Ricardo, he's a Washington fan. Washington Huskies? I'm assuming. Or maybe you're just a fan of the state. Pretty cool state. We got Ricardo and Jonathan. They're hanging out in the red chat. We'd love them to subscribe, thumbs up, and hit those reaction hearts for us. If they want. If they don't want to, I can't make them. Ooh, all right, we'll settle for 3. Hey, Anfield Row, thanks so much for lighting up the lights and becoming our latest follower here on stream. Anfield, who's your favorite football team? I don't know who the quarterback's going to be. Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold, Sam Howell. I'm not sure. Russell Wilson, maybe. Liverpool FC. Oh, nice. Who's your favorite Liverpool player of all time? Auburn and Duke, says Mike. JW's a Houston fan. Goes to school at Illinois. Hoping one of those two win. Hey, thanks so much, Jonathan. Jonathan, who's your favorite NFL team? Alexis McAllister. Yeah, I don't know a ton of soccer, to be honest. I pay attention when we get to the Euro and the World Cup. Very casual. I'm not sure who's doing well in the Champions League at the moment. Oh my goodness, we got absolutely cooked here. This guy has a bunch of 99s, so it's gonna be a tough game. Azriel, how are you, buddy? Good to see you there in the red chat. Hey, Troll, thanks for the likes. Good to have you there. And the kick is shanked. College football, not much. I like the Sooners, but I watch the big bowl games and pay enough attention that we can have the conversation about it. But I don't know. I might have watched half dozen games this whole year. I don't really plan my day around college football at all. Not that it's not really fun. There's just so much time in your day and in your life to dedicate to being a sports fan. So I watch the Seahawks games. I watch the Warrior games. I watch the A's games. That's good for me. Mike says he thinks he watched like 88 games. That's an oddly specific number. And nothing there for Alexander on the run. Where does it make a run? I think they might run into the second round. That's about it. I watch golf, but not as closely as I used to. We do some golf streams here. Haven't done an IRL in quite a while, but been playing the new PGA game. How about for yourself, X? Do you like watching golf? Watched every SEC and every Big Ten game. So yeah, you're an enthusiast. You got a notebook somewhere. You write them all down. It would be awesome to beat you guys. It'd be a bit of an upset, but you guys got us a few years ago when we were the defending champions. Clay played incredibly terrible throughout that series. So yeah, it'd be nice to knock the Lakers out. Not sure that we match up great with the Lakers though. Fell in love with golf. Last year, been following ever since. Who's your favorite golfer, X? And have you started playing the sport much, or do you just prefer kind of checking out on TV? Yeah, I mean, he had a lot of amazing game sixes, though, to be fair. I don't remember what happened in that particular game. But I mean, he was bad the whole series. Felt like he was just, I don't know, trying to do too much um against his dad's old team. I think the Lakers could. I still don't think they match up particularly well against like the Nuggets, but they beat the Nuggets pretty well. So what do I know? Let's see. J-Dub, he loves playing golf, but watching stuff. They wrote me off and I ain't wrote back. Hey, what's up, Sour Patch? Dude, I'm a little bummed out, but also happy Geno and Pete will be together. Let's see. Ludwig, Adberg is your favorite right now. Trying to play golf, but you're trash. Hey, it takes a long time to get decent mastery over the swing, and every club plays a little different, right? Hitting your driver is different than hitting a 60-degree wedge, and hitting the 3-iron is going to be a different swing than either of those things, and you got to get some touch going for your chipping and putting and flopping and all that stuff, man. So don't get down on yourself. You can continue to improve every golf season, and if you live in an area where there's golf year round, then you just keep getting after it. Yeah, long irons are tough for sure. Probably the hardest club to hit in the bag. Hey, what's happening, Jamal Weeks? Mississippi's in the house. Yeah, good to have you there. What's new in Mississippi? Let's see, JC, thank you for becoming our latest follower. The lights are going for you. Time's going up on the time bank. Don't let the stream in. Everybody follow. Everybody share the stream. Come off the For Your page. This is the spot. Let's see. You played baseball for 13 years, so the golf swing came fast for you. A lot of baseball players struggle because the baseball swing is more around the body, and a lot of the baseball guys have the leg kick. And with golf, it's ideal to plant your lead foot, your left foot, if you're right-handed, to create more torque in the swing. So yeah, it's something else. I've taught a lot of baseball friends about golf. Hey, thanks for the block on that one. Yeah, I don't trust that one, but X is going to give it to us. Hey, thanks for following X. New follower friends. Here's the question of the day, and old friends too. Would you rather spend your weekend indoors or outdoors? Everybody on that red chat with Jamal Weeks, please be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, and react too. We're in our playoffs, and this guy's got a stacked team. Jackson Hayes has really developed nice as an athletic center of late. How does he guard on the perimeter? Because Quentin Post has been striping the 3-ball force pretty well. Thought Spoon was going to grab that one. He doesn't guard Jokic when we play him. It's a mix of Rui and Vando and LeBron. Outdoors for sure, at the golf course preferably for X. Outdoors, you've got football, and then you're having a fire later. Like a bonfire? Or are you a pyromaniac, JC? Fire Marshal, right over here. JC, that's the one you're looking for. How to get used to it. The hit movement coordination came with it. Bonfire, okay, good. Why do I talk like that? Well, listen. The way I talk is none of your business. And now you won't have to listen to us anymore. Under the bridge with you, with the other trolls. His name must be Ryan. He started the fire. You're playing some Madden as well? Hey, good to have you here. Are you playing Ultimate Team tonight, or are you playing like franchise or something? So Mike says Lakers are enjoying doing a lot of switching defense, not a lot of one for the entire possession. He's usually sitting near the free throw line. Yeah, he keeps going for that deep ball. He got it early in the game, but we'll see. No, I'm playing Ultimate Team. I'm in the playoffs currently. I do. I do. I even kiss her with this mouth. Let's see. Can't believe how much Seahawk aura that the Raiders have. So the rumor, Sour Patch, in case you haven't heard it, and it was reported by one of the NFL beat writers as like going to happen type of thing, is Tyler Lockett is going to be a Raider. So we'll see if that's really true. Hey, thanks for the pink dress. I looked over out of my peripheral, Greg, and I thought that was a bucket of popcorn. Don't think I've seen that one previously. Let's see. Blue Zombie Buddy and Roman. Hey, fellas, welcome in. You followed the right stream. You added time to the time bank. It's great to have you both here. Please tell me your favorite football team. That is what was reported like a day ago. It feels like the Seahawks news is going fast and furious, but yeah, I read Lockett was a lock, pun intended, to go to the Raiders. So we'll see if there's any actual truth to that. Oh, he stopped his route. I thought we were good. That's probably a pick six. Oh, yuck. Was playing pretty well up until that throw. Yeah, Pete Carroll influence. You can imagine some of those veterans probably like the way Pete ran his program and want to play with them. Oh, we got Dusty in the house. What's up, Dusty? Lights are going for you. Dusty, please tell us your favorite team. Clown Boy. Listen, it's the only way I can talk when yeah, my mouth is full of something. Somebody that you love. So let's see. DK for sure is getting traded. Yeah, DK it seems inevitable. I know John Schneider was trying to run the bluff on everything about we might hang on to DK and blah blah blah, but yeah, now it feels like the fire sells on. We just traded away our starting quarterback, so I imagine DK's going bye bye. Let's see. Dusty's a Bills fan. What would you like to see the Bills do this coming off season? Raiders and Seahawks should trade uniforms. Hey, we can make a mashup probably. Got a scab on the healing tattoo. Yeah, don't pick at it, man. It's just gonna make it worse. And Geno in the Seahawks uniform. We'll never see that again. Tyler, thanks for following. Oh, DK's asked for a trade, so yeah, DK's on his way out. Most likely, barring them being unable to trade him, right? The Sea Raiders, the Raid Hawks. Hey Kim, you're not that nasty. Get wrecked, Kim. All right. So how many burners does this person have? Sour Patch is ready. Sour Patch is quick to take out the trash. Tyler, thanks for jumping in, man. Good to have you there, Tyler. Bronco fan, 2 more years and you guys will be right there. Broncos are on the way up. I didn't think Bo Nix was a good pick, but I was wrong. So let's see. Other teams like to shoot. Probably going to change against Golden State. Yeah, it'd be an interesting matchup. Having another Northern California, Southern California series, and another chapter of LeBron and Steph. Live for these moments. Yeah, Sour Patch has been training. Hey, Greg, thank you for the pink dress, and thank you for banning the troll too. Tried to fit that in the largent. I was trying to get the fast throw so we could get a field goal out there, and just it got covered up. Yeah, the troll sink is sweet in here. Let's see, Frankie. Hey, welcome in, Frankie. Great to have you as our latest member of the stream. The lights are going, timer's going up. Frankie, tell us about yourself. Who's your favorite athlete of all time, Frankie? Hey, Sour Patch, thanks for the heart, me. Another one bites the troll bid. Imagine having nothing better to do besides make like 5 million accounts. Let's see. Do you play football? If so, what position do I play? JC, how old do you think I am, JC? Michael Jordan, Tiger. Yeah, how many accounts could you use? Apparently 1 million. I've heard Gabe Vincent's been playing good defense for you guys. Who would you imagine lined up on Jimmy Butler? because Butler's been having the ball in his hands a lot. Sometimes in the Steph minutes, but particularly the non-Steph minutes, most of the offense is running through Jimmy. Let's see. I don't know, J-Dub, but it's definitely helping our engagement. So keep the fake accounts coming. Who's to go to basketball? Steph Curry. Sour Patch has got 4 million. And we need the interception, and we've got it with Paul Krause. Steph is the GOAT. Hey, he's my GOAT. Butler would most likely be guarded by LeBron during the starting lineup. Backups would be Vando. Yeah, Vando's really good for you guys. How often do I play golf? Not nearly enough anymore. When I worked at a golf course, I'd probably play 330 rounds a year, if not more. Just about every day I would be out there. And often I would play 27 holes or 36 if it was a day off. So those days are behind me. I mean, I might get out once a month or so now. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's not very stealth with what he's doing. PGA Pro, no. So the thing with becoming a PGA Pro is you have to apprentice under another PGA Pro. There's a different program called United States Golf Teachers. I have a license through them because I didn't have to apprentice. I worked at a small public course. We didn't have a PGA Pro there. I was going to go to a championship 18-hole course that they were going to build in my hometown. Unfortunately, that was around the time that the economic slowdown happened in the aughts, and yeah, that course never got built, and I never ended up being an apprentice under a PGA Pro, so I don't have that PGA license. Hey, I think it's just the one mom, J Dub. It's the same guy just coming over and doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah, Draymond's an interesting guy. Draymond's an opportunistic scorer. I mean, he's not usually looking for the first option, but if he senses the team slacking off him too much, yeah, Draymond will he'll get a couple quick buckets on you. Hey, what's up, Marco? Thanks for the compliment. How you been, friend? Favorite baseball player of all time's Mark McGuire. How about for yourself, Frankie? Birthday's on Sunday. What's your birthday plans looking like? Sour Patch, thanks for the likes. Do appreciate it. You guys are new to the stream, please stick around. Come off the For Your page, hit that follow button, maybe even share it and like it if you're already committed. Draymond, the underrated playmaker. Yeah, Fitzgerald always likes to call him Draymond the decision maker. I'm not a big fan of Bob Fitzgerald, but yeah, Draymond, he is a good playmaker for sure. Yeah, exactly, Sour Patch. Thanks for telling him. Corey Seager. Corey Seager's fun to watch. Yeah, I mean, if you leave Draymond open in the corners, it's not a bad strategy. He's shooting around 40% this year. So, he can have his games, but he can also have his games where he's just bricking everything. Tony, I'm the captain now. But no, I mean that's a great question. We don't know who the quarterback is. We're not going to know till maybe the draft, free agency period. Maybe it's even going to be a count battle between Sam Howell and I don't know Drew Lock or something. And Jettas will get his first reception for me, team of the year. Jettas, he's going to fight his way into the end zone to give us the lead. How about that, Justin? Yes, 669 quarterback jersey. Let's see, 2072. Thank you, S. Thank you, Jorge. Thank you. Bang, bang, bang. 3 in a row. Thanks, fellas, for following. Lights are going for you. Timer's going up. Like-a-thon's on, so like it up too. New friends, please tell me your favorite lady athlete of all time. What first got me into golf? My dad and my older brother were super active in golf around the time I was born. So I kind of like grew up going to that public course that I worked at. Just was out there hitting balls all the time. I lived out in the country and was um, practicing uh, hitting out into apricot orchards and walnut orchards and things like that. Who do I think the Titans draft? I think they're going to draft Ward, but people tell me they may draft Abdul Carter or they may trade it out. Hey, isn't she famous for doing a podcast with Gilbert Arenas? Caitlin Clark. There's a good answer. Maya Khalifa was Sour Patch's answer. Yeah, but she's a great basketball mind, Maya. Hey, Nick Carter, thanks for following. I gotta ask, is that a reference to the Backstreet Boys, or no? Pretty sure that was one of the Backstreet Boys. Could be wrong. Yeah, I'd rather deal with Draymond than Jimmy. Now, when Kuminga gets back, he would be kind of an X factor too. It's going to be interesting to see how fast he ramps up and integrates into the offense for us. So overrated. Who's underrated then? Who do I think the Raiders will draft? Well, they don't need a quarterback now. You guys got Geno there. I don't really know who you guys are going to draft, to be honest. Oh, I thought I used it out of my mind on that. Hey, what's up, Big Tex? Yes, the A's have had a good offseason. It's amazing that they're having a good offseason. Suddenly when once they're out of Oakland, it's like, wow, we found money to spend. I didn't know, Jason. I just found out from the TikTok chat. But yes, apparently she's an athlete, great basketball player. She plays a unique sport, says Sour Patch. But I only know her from her podcast with Gilbert Arenas, which I never listened to in my life because I don't listen to podcasts. Let's see, NCL Moo. What's happening, NCL? What is that an acronym for? What does that mean? All right, let's save some time here. She loves bats and balls. I didn't know she was a two-way star. Starting to sound like Danny Ainge, right? Danny Ainge, professional baseball player, professional basketball player. Man, that was a good hit stick. They sold out most of the games in Sacramento. Yeah, I mean it doesn't see many people, so yeah, they sold out a lot. Sacramento fans are excited, although it seems like these are pushing their Vegas patch and ideas here this last week or so. And Spoon's got it. We got a pancake getting served, and the spoon is running away with the football. Here we go. Am I joking? No. The A's hired a new president. They hired the president that was part of the Raiders. That was kind of a sham president. Mark Davis roasted this guy for overpaying his taxes and bookkeeping irregularities. So now, yesterday, right before we're gonna start our Sacramento kickoff, they have a sponsored patch that has Las Vegas on the side. So they're gonna have a tower patch, the tower to represent Sacramento on one arm, and a patch for Vegas on the other. Oh, the athlete call. My hey, Jason, if I'm keeping you puzzled, then I'm doing a good job. Let's see, PNW Hawk. Welcome to our community, man. Great to have us here. It's a music label. Oh, nice. More like a brotherhood. What type of music? Like, what's the genre or the main genre? Or maybe you guys do multiple. Well, it's not a new stadium. They're playing in the Rivercat Stadium. They're going to play in Sutter Health Park. The park has been upgraded slightly for Major League Baseball to be hosted there for a while. So I imagine we're going to see a lot more home runs in Sacramento than we did out in the Bay. Let's see. What do you want to do about the quarterback situation? Dart, Milroe, Fields, Darnold. Probably none of it. I mean, I don't really know what I would do, but I'm thinking Kirk Cousins or Aaron Rodgers on a cheap 1-year deal. That way you're not forced to draft a quarterback, and then you can see what you got and how. Maybe try to get Geno's production for like half the price or something. Maybe even Russell Wilson come back, although I don't think Schneider wants to deal with Russ. Hey, what's up, Zusi? How's your day going? Yeah, we don't know who's starting for Seattle. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers and Devontae. I've seen a lot of people say there's no way McDonald, our young head coach, would want to deal with Rodgers, but I don't know that that's necessarily true. On the same page. Oh yeah, yeah. I was just pulling everybody's leg, like she does, like Maya does. Let's see. Yeah, I'm doing good, Susie. Anybody that has fun weekend plans or boring weekend plans, please tell me your weekend plans. This guy just keeps trying to get that home run ball. He had it against cover 3, but I'm in cover 4, and that's not opening up for him. So let's see. Mike plays games, says, ew, anything about Milrow. Mike's not a fan of Milrow over on the purple chat. A's and Rays are playing in minor league stadium this year. Trop won't be ready till next year. Correct. Kind of a different situation, but kind of a similar situation in that Tampa Bay has really strung their fans along, trying to get taxpayer subsidies for a long time. I'm not saying he's not washed, but if we're not going to address the offensive line, whoever's back there is going to have a miserable go of it this coming year for Seattle. Let's see, be studying for the midterm, starting your student job in the police force. Wonderful, bud. Are you excited to get going? Mike is mentally preparing to play MLB. Only play that he has this weekend. Looks like my opponent's not going to burn his timeouts. You have a plan for the Seahawks. Draft everything but offensive line this year. Sign Rodgers and force him to retire. Says Mike. Yeah, that would probably be it for Aaron. But I really don't know what the plan is. Like, I don't know if Seattle's just done trying to contend. They've had multiple winning seasons in a row. But they may have thought they couldn't do it with the cap situation. But now we went from just, in my mind, needing to address the interior of the offensive line to now we need a quarterback. Now we need receivers. We still need offensive line. It sounds like we're going to re-sign Ernest Jones, but we've swung and missed on Geno and DK on extension. So I don't know what's going on there with Jones. That makes me a bit nervous too. Yeah, I've seen people say Archie will not come out after 1 year though. You want DK in Buffalo? Yeah, Buffalo's got a late first rounder. Like I could see that maybe happening. Hey Alex, thanks for adding time to our stream and lighting up my lights. Alex, tell us about yourself. Do you have a favorite football team? Don's gonna lose it when Seattle signs Rodgers and spends training camp in a cave with a podcast. I mean, he spent last offseason not getting ready for the Jets year. That went well for Aaron. Let's see. Elias says, let's go Hawks. Elias, where are we going? To the top of the draft. They have us taking a safety to replace Hamlin. Archie isn't coming out till 27, at least, says Mike. Hey, shout out to Jason, even though he doesn't stream. I'm just gonna shout him out anyways because he's a cool guy. We like a lot of the same stuff. Let's see. Need a reliable run game. K-Dub is dope, but he can't stay on the field. Yeah, I honestly, I was taking a shower before starting up the stream, and I was thinking maybe they should trade Kenneth Walker. He's coming into his 4th year. He hasn't been particularly healthy, and I'm not sure if we're contending or if we're just tanking for a season to try to get more draft capital. So if you're not going to extend him and give him that second contract, and you got Charbonnet, who's a year younger, club control wise, maybe just trade Kenneth Walker and see if you can get a second or a third for him. Hey, Woke, you got to root for the streamer. If you're not rooting for me, it's okay. Just don't tell me that you're not rooting for me. I felt jilted by you, Woke. Let's see. It's been a minute. Am I hyped for the show? Not particularly, no. But I'll play it anyways. This may be the new Seahawks star opposite Jackson Smith. I'm not sure if I can pronounce this guy's name right. Igbuka is who we got. Was hoping for more, but we'll take him. Was thinking the same thing was Jason. Yeah, I feel like we should just maybe move on from Walker. I mean, he's coming up on the contract extension. I want to see them pick up Cross and Lucas, and I hope Lucas can be healthy because at least that gives you a book in tackles there, but I don't know what they're doing. Need a bell cow. Charbonnet's not him. I don't know, man. Why would I want to trade him? Because I don't think they're trying to contend this year. Aiden is why I would consider doing it, and I don't think you're probably extending him after the year. So maybe you can get, let's say, a third rounder for him, and if he leaves as a free agent, that comp pick may not be that high if Walker gets hurt again and he only plays like 4 games because he hasn't particularly been healthy. What's the old saying? The best ability is availability. Yeah, and I actually think Charbonnet looked pretty good. Charbonnet is a good pass blocker and all that. Let's replace McCaffrey with this young combine star that I've never heard of because I don't follow college that much. but we'll pop him in. We'll pop the Seahawks chemistry on there, and he should go faster. Dude, we don't need Jitney. But yeah, that would be a John Schneider pick, right? Schneider trading the third rounder he just acquired to move up and get Jitney. So we can have 3 young running backs and no quarterback and no line. It's hard to get hype before any sports game, says Jason. Personally think you trade one of the backs, trade them both, says Mike. Nah, I'd like to have one of the guys. Wonder how the show gameplay will feel this year. I'm J-Dub, you're a lot more optimistic on the game than I am, so you might want to plug yours. But I'm very convinced it's going to be the same BS on a different day with the gameplay. I think the graphics are going to look the same. I think the gameplay is going to be the same. Yeah, they added ambush hitting or whatever nonsense they added to the game. There's a little clip that they had circulated like 2 days ago showing Sutter Health Field. And it's looks like it's a moment. I think it's O'Neal Cruz getting a single off of Severino, Day's big free agent acquisition pitcher this year. And the left fielder goes into the stupid somersault animation, and I just wanted to scream. I'm like, God, the game's not even here, and we're already still doing these cheesy pre-canned animations. How often do you see an outfielder lose his balance and go head over hills there, like he's a kid playing on a grassy hill doing somersaults, roly-polies or whatever? So yeah, I'm not optimistic for the game. I think the content might be fun, but I don't think they can sell me on the content when the content was great back in 21 and the game hasn't upgraded. So yeah, get ready for Salty Donnie. He's warming up in the bullpen, ready to dump on the show every night. But we'll have fun playing it. I'll try to give you guys the best methods for grinding out your cards, and I'm usually a decent player on the game. So see. Seahawks chilling right now, says Prom, but I don't know what we're doing. You think there's still one big legend they haven't revealed? The legends aren't too bad, right? Clemens, Manny, Steve Carlton, and Hank Greenberg. I don't know who we're losing though, which is always a big concern. People kind of forget about who gets pulled out of the game. Like last year, we lost Reggie Jackson. A couple years ago, we lost Ted Williams. We lost Ty Cobb. I know people have a lot to say about Cobb and his life. What I've read is Cobb was actually very normal for his time of his life for Cobb. Not excusing anything that he did wrong, but the movie kind of paints the picture of Cobb as being, less than a good person. Apparently late in his life he did a lot for helping minorities to be able to play baseball and stuff, so maybe he kind of changed over the years. Anyhow, that's kind of a different subject, but if that was a reason not to have him in, you know what I mean? I think that's not necessarily a reason that we can't have him. This game feels laggy to start, which is a bummer because we're in our playoffs. So Tippis is here. Good to see you, Tippis. Joe Adele was a Gold Glove finalist last year. Thank you very much. Good old Joe Adele. Why did nobody believe in Tyrod? I think Tyrod always gets injured, right? Whenever he gets the opportunity to play. Yeah, he's a cool quarterback. He's not terrible at all. Hey, what's up, Bama? Yeah, thanks for letting everybody know. Hey, you know what, Draco? What can you do? I mean, I'm just a fan. I don't know that it's necessarily bad news. It just seems like we're not looking to compete anytime soon, and it's less enjoyable when you feel like your team is just going to mail it in and have a tank year. Which maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll sign a veteran. Maybe they'll draft the right young guy, and it'll be like Russ's first year. Jackson, welcome in to the chat. Yeah, I really enjoyed Geno, and I don't think Geno's the perfect quarterback or any of that stuff, but I enjoyed his run. So bad start to this one. Hey, friend, thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the little crown as well. Yeah, fresh cut. We needed it. What's up, Diego? This is a laggy game. You were Geno. Yeah, had to change up the name, right? Got to change it to Jackson name now. So see, especially in the South, didn't Tyrod get stabbed in the lung by the Chargers team doctor? Yes, during Herbert's rookie year. Yeah, he's had a few bad luck things, right? For Tyrod Taylor. I feel like I missed a few things in the purple chat. I'm sorry. Yeah, correct, Jason. Yeah, people definitely had certain verbiage, which wasn't, looking back on it wasn't correct, but it was just kind of reflective of the time. So I think some of the stuff about Cobb is probably overblown. I don't know that we're gonna sign Darnold. I think I'll accept your sorry if Sam's there, but I'm not sure that we're gonna get Sam. I mean, Sam actually balled out for the Vikings until the game started to matter, and I think the lights got a little too bright for him. Bengals all day. Bang, bang. Thanks for bangling the follow button, Bengals, for a bad pump. Friend, welcome in. Thanks for adding time to our time bank and all the good stuff. We'd love everybody to come on in and follow and make our night. Bengals, who is your favorite Bengal of all time? Diego, I don't even know who I want. I covered it like 5 minutes ago. Just to summarize, I would be fine getting a Kirk Cousins or Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, whoever, and just hope that you can replicate Geno's veteran guile there behind a bad offensive line for a season or two for a cheaper price. Joe Burr for Bengals. Can't blame you. NFL going through the same as the NBA. Oh, I thought we were breaking on that one to get the interception. Instead, Worthy sheds the block there. Hi, welcome in, buddy. Thanks for following. Yeah, I don't imagine Russell comes back, but if Russ could patch things up with John Schneider, who he tried to get fired, who's our general manager, he wouldn't be a terrible stopgap. That would kind of prevent you from having to draft a guy. I don't want them to draft a quarterback because they feel like they have to draft a quarterback. This is not a particularly good quarterback draft, and we're picking 18th. So it's like, do you get somebody day 2, day 3 as a flyer, or are you moving up for Cam Ward or for Sanders? And I don't know that I want to see them give up, multiple picks of next year's draft to go get Sanders or something. But what do I know? Russ is overrated. Well, you gotta get him on a decent deal. You don't go give Russell Wilson, 40 million. You give Russell Wilson 15 million on a team friendly thing. Or actually, is he still under the Broncos contract? Maybe you can get him on the Steelers deal for like 1 million. Hey, what's up, Bama? Mike, I think you're right. Sam had good sunglasses in the Seahawks game. Oh, overhated. I'm sorry. Yeah, I read it as overrated. Definitely in a bad mood after all this. I don't know. None of it stunned me. Sometimes when like a favorite player gets traded, it's like, oh god. But it just feels like the whole week has been like, okay, we knew Tyler was coming, and then DK got added on. I saw some people saying DK and Tyler coordinated that to make the Seahawks look bad, and now Geno asked for the trade. I think it's crazy that they traded Geno. He asked for a trade on Thursday. They traded him on Friday. I don't really think they shopped him particularly well to maximize the value, but maybe they did. Maybe they were trying to do right by Geno and let him reunite with Pete. But kind of makes you wonder, well, what's Schneider's priorities here? Because he had just had a press conference to talk about Metcalf and say, well, DK may not get to go where he wants to go. We'd like to do right by DK, but the team comes first. Well, did the team come first on this Geno Smith trade? Let's see. He's that nice religious guy. People press him. Russ has done a lot of corny stuff to bring attention to himself too over the years. The Mister Unlimited, let Russ cook. A lot of that stuff came from his camp and his entourage, and um, he's out there with Sierra, putting himself front and center whenever possible, and I think sometimes Russ's mouth has written a check that his butt hasn't been able to cash, particularly as he has these age as a quarterback. I wouldn't say so far that he's washed, but yeah, if we're gonna have somebody get pounded behind a bad offensive line, yeah, let Russ come in and keep the seat warm and see if Sam Howell can develop, or if you can get a young quarterback that you want to coach up, or wait for 1 year as a bridge guy. I wouldn't hate it. Um, Although I'm not necessarily rooting for it either. Russ is in backup country now. Let's ride the bench, says my buddy Tippus. I don't really want to punt, but I think we better punt since this game is a playoff game and it's still an equilibrium spot here. We were able to take it away from my opponent his previous drive. Cam Jordan back to punt. Very, very laggy game. There have been another quarterback small like that who was nasty with it. Well, his favorite guy that he wanted to model himself after was Drew Brees. I mean, they play a very different game, but kind of similar stature between Russ and Drew. Excuse me. I should have the mute button handy, but sometimes I bumble around and change the scene or something unintentionally when I try to hit the mute button. So yeah, tough defensive sledding there. Anthony, again, thanks for the likes. Thank you guys. We've had 22 followers, make it 23, with Colts coming in. Colts on top, as a matter of fact, here in this first hour. We're going to try to make the second hour even better and, I don't know, keep winning games here if we can. Yeah, Russell Wilson was amazing. He had like some efficiency records his first 11, 12 years in the league. Funny enough, that was under Pete Carroll. Pete's been a really good quarterback coach since returning to Seattle. I think he was pretty good in his days at USC too. Yeah, Russ idolizes Breeze. So yeah, he I think that's part of why he wanted Sean Payton to come to Seattle. That was his plan. Then he ended up getting to play for Payton, and it's like the whole "be careful what you wish for" thing, because Payton didn't put up with Russ's nonsense and let Russ have his own office and all these things that he was doing in Denver there. I think it's possible. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Schneider's plan is. I'm not sure if Schneider knows what his plan is right now. To be honest, Anthony, Carroll got one issue. Hey, we don't have to talk about it. His issue was trusting Bevel to call the play. True Pete fashion, he never threw him under the bus, but that was a terrible play. If that's what you mean, you despise Sean Payton. No, I don't think he's going to go to the Browns. I mean, what are the Browns willing to? Why would the Browns really want to trade for DK? I don't think they're on the precipice of contention, and giving away draft capital would be bad for them. Pete better than Bill. William, I wouldn't go that far. Marshawn, top 5 talent wise. All time? No way. Maybe. I don't think so. I think Walter Payton, Barry Sanders. I'm trying to think of who else I would have over Marshawn. I'm very partial to Marshawn. Probably OJ, although I don't remember OJ. Of course, I mean, I remember OJ. I remember the trial, but as far as a player, I think OJ was probably better. Probably Eric Dickerson, Gale Sayers, Jim Brown. Although we're comparing generations too, that's not always an easy comparison. But yeah, I don't think Marshawn's probably top 5 all time. But Marshawn was fun, man, and he kind of struggled with the Bills, and then came to Seattle, and Pete juiced up his career. I mean, the whole team did, the line and everybody. But yeah, he had a lot of success there in Seattle. LT was great. Yeah, LT's up there. How did I forget LT? Yeah, I don't know that I consider Emmett that great of a talent. I mean, he was great, but yeah, Emmett just was healthy behind a good line. Not that that was everything, but yeah, Emmett crossed my mind, but I didn't say him. Mike saying Emmett, Adrian Peterson, Dickerson, Barry Sanders, Payton, Todd Gurley could have had an amazing career. Yeah, I don't know, Wes, about Emmett, right? Like Emmett was on some stacked teams. Yeah, Marshall Falk, Bill overrated. Without Goat Brady, says William. Let's see. I think it's Murray Rick. Welcome in, buddy. Thank you for following. On the purple side, we're multi-streaming. We're on purple, red, and TikTok chats. Great to have you there, William. We love everybody on the red chat to subscribe, thumbs up, and react. If you're on TikTok, we would love you to follow, share, and like. If you're on the purple, yeah, get those drops and be sure to follow. Let's see, Adrian Foster. Yeah, Foster was a good back. Had that guy on 4th and 10 there, giving up the touchdowns, a backbreaker. But it is what it is. Mike says, I don't know. Bill was pretty good coaching with Bledsoe before he went down. Yeah, no, I think Belichick deserves his I don't really like the term flowers, but I mean, I think Belichick deserves the respect. Yeah, he made Mac Jones look really good that rookie season for Mac. I thought Mac Jones was going to be another talent. They were just going to keep winning. Ooh, as far as talent, maybe, but I mean, he's not a top 10 running back of all time, right? For CJ2K, he just had that one big year that he popped off. It'd be like saying like Jamal Lewis is a top 10 all time because he had a 2,000 yard year. Was that Brady? Man, I was trying to get to X there, it didn't work out. Thoughts on Josh Allen? Brady, you ever play a game where it's extremely laggy when you're not the home team, supposedly on Madden and MLB? I don't know what other games. When you're the road team, your opponent's hosting the game, so you're on like their servers. Um, yeah, this game's got that like delayed feeling. Oh, you're in Alaska, so yeah, that's got to be rough. Yeah, CJ was awesome, man, for sure. So thoughts on Josh Allen? I don't know, bud. Allen's a lot of fun to watch. He's a local boy to my area. I didn't realize he was a local boy till recently. I think Allen, until he gets over the hump, though, of beating Mahomes and getting to a Super Bowl, is the guy that can't win the big game, right? So he's going to have to do it at some point if he wants to be in that conversation of best players of his generation or any of those things. I don't know how he got that with Dawkins. I was on aggressive catch. I mean, he got it by grabbing it, but I thought that was a fairly protected animation there to Everett. Worst I thought was going to be a pass breakup. Might be a hot take. You think Kyler Murray could still win an MVP? Maybe having Marvin Harrison Jr. there would help. But I don't think so. I wouldn't think that. You think you're him? Hey, what's happening? You think? Nice catch there. Josh Allen is Patrick Ewing blocked by an all-timer. Ooh, that's a good call. Hey, Kyrie, thanks for following on the purple side. Yeah, Ewing had some amazing seasons. Mike says he can win an MVP. He's just very streaky. So Mike agrees with you. I don't think Hadler's good enough to win an MVP. I don't think he's consistent week in and week out enough to rack up those stats. I know it's not all on him. I mean, it's on the coaching and the organization and stuff. But I feel like Kyler's, what's his best year? Like 10 wins or something. Let's see. Brady says, as a Cardinal fan, you think Kyler is a big problem? He can be great, but he loses his temper too easily. He's racking up Call of Duty MVPs daily, says Jason. Joe Burrow is so above every quarterback right now, it's wild. Yeah, Burrow's amazing. I was going to be irritated if he caught that one for the touchdown because I thought my coverage looked good. Let's see. He's a streamer cosplaying as an NFL player. Well, when you put it that way, you may not be wrong. Yeah, so you motioned him out. I thought that looked like it was covered, so I didn't worry about it. I'd rather have Burrow between Burrow or Allen. I mean, Burrow's been to a Super Bowl, and if the refs didn't throw a million flags for the Rams there late, I think he would have won a Super Bowl with a horrific injury during the game for him. So I respect Burrow a bit more. Mike doesn't like Burrow as much as other people do, though. So Mike's he's got a differing opinion there in the purple chat. Jason would probably take Burrow number one, to be honest. Burrow is indeed. So is Jamar. Can't believe the Bengals haven't locked in. Yeah, the Bengals not having Chase and Higgins and those guys locked up long term is crazy. Generational talent underappreciated. And Burrow, I mean, he's going to need to get a ring or two. For us to have the debate somewhere down the road if he was one of the goats or whatever. But yeah, just watching him sling it, I'm always impressed with Burrow. Let's see. William says Josh Allen is a running back cosplaying as a quarterback. All right, let this one hit. Maybe we get a draw play that goes to the house. This is my playoff, so I'm just going to battle through it, fellas. But this game's looking kind of rough. His team is so garbage. Man, they got hot at the end of last year. Bengals might be cheaper than Donnell Freak. Hey, I'm an expensive date. Let's see, 400, 4 TDs, and he loses. Yeah, yeah, you didn't play a perfect enough game. Never blames anyone. Yeah, that's true about Burrow. Let's see. You think the AFC Championship game was won because of the defense far more than him, says Mike. Hot take: Allen and Lamar will never win a championship. You might be right. You just made a person exit out of the game for Zusi. Good going, friend. Always nice to get the quit outs. I hope this guy gets booted off the internet if he doesn't lose this game to me. Not really. Like, I just hope his ISP kicks him off. Don't want anybody doing anything bad to him, but yeah, this game feels like it's playing in mud. It's a bummer that this may be the end of my playoff run with a game that feels so non-responsive, but yeah, sometimes it just matches up that way. The guy in Alaska, he understands. Kind of hard when you play the refs every year. Uh-oh, here we go. It's rigged for the Chiefs, right? Haven't heard this one in a minute. Jordan every day of the week, twice on Sunday. Next question. ESPN posted him going to the Cowboys. At this hour, come on, Rico. There's no deals happening at this hour. Might be a speculation or something, but come on. Woj bomb at this hour. Raiders Super Bowl 2026. Hey, I wouldn't hate it. I'm rooting for Pete wherever Pete's at. Now Geno's there with him. Let's see. Josh Allen got to beat the refs and Taylor Swift, says Kyrie. Rams Super Bowl. Zuzi, I hope not. I hope the Rams don't get another one. Let's see. It's rigged only against AFC teams because the Chiefs, when they play any other team other than the Niners, they lose, says Mike. Hey, thanks for the pin chat from Bama. Doc, thank you very much for the share. We'd love everybody to follow, share, like. Brady just shared it as well. We need everybody off the For Your page in here talking sports. Don't let my timer run out. If the timer goes away, then I got to call it tonight. Perfectly normal time to be fully awake. Not a normal time for Jeff Passan to bomb automatically or something though, right, MacDougal? I gotta watch out for that play because he is hitting that hot route. For me, it is 12 minutes until 2 a.m. Let's see. Tay Beezy just followed. Hey, what's up, Tay Beezy? That's a fun name. How are you? Up a little early for MacDougal. Are you going frisbee golfing, buddy? Yeah, the Luca trade was weird hours. That's for sure. I definitely thought that was a shams hack. You should, yeah. You should stream it, man. I want to see you out doing your thing. Yeah, exactly. Yep, West Coast. Oklahoma City won tonight with no starters. That's a championship depth team. Who did they play? They play the Washington Generals or something? AKA the Washington Wizards. Sorry, Wizards. They played the Blazers. Blazers been playing a bit better of late, though, right? I believe. He's going for the home run ball, and we'll take it away. They do. Yeah, they are bad. The Washington. Hey, Brady caught that reference. Jeremiah Grant played like Tony Snell. Got into an argument the Oklahoma City bench better than the Cavaliers bench by some margin, says McDougal. I haven't watched either team enough to really have a strong opinion on it. A lot of folks think DK might go to the Patriots. Yeah, Patriots aren't a contender. I don't see them giving up their first rounder for him. I think Seattle's probably going to get a late first for DK. I know there was a report that they're trying to get a first and a third, but I don't know that you're going to get that much for him trade-wise. I hope so. I hope Schneider pulls off a big trade, but based off what he got for Geno, I wasn't overly impressed. Friend in the purple chat says DK doesn't fit the Patriot culture, and Aaron Hernandez did. Let's see. Shout out wannabe or Wham Bam Cam Chancellor. Yeah, shout out to Cam. Of course, Hernandez is an exception, but I don't think the Patriots would necessarily pass on DK. I don't think he's that dramatic. Like, he doesn't get in trouble off the field and stuff. Myles Garrett to the Bills. Maybe. Yeah. I imagine a contending team's going to be in on Garrett. I wonder how much compensation the Browns will get. Patriots do need way more weapons for May. Metcalf is worth their second rounder. The pick's in the 30s. I think it'd have to be the pick in the 30s and something else, but who knows. Miles isn't going anywhere, says Brandon. Patriots have like 110 million in cap spaces, Brady. That's a lot. What's up, Brock? Brock, is that Drew Lock on your profile picture? Drew Lock back to the Seahawks. Rodgers is already gone. Although I wouldn't mind Seattle signing Rodgers. Wouldn't be excited for it, but I think just coming on here every week and dumping on Rodgers would be kind of funny. Not that Rodgers would care about what I do with my stream, but I care about what I do with my stream. And yeah. Dumping on Aaron sounds fun. Oh, it's Pat Sherman. Dang it, you need a Drew Lock profile picture. But no, Sherman's fun. Yeah, maybe Zuzi. Yeah, we'll have to see. That's pretty funny, Brady. All right, obviously 4 down territory. I need a lot to go my way and in a hurry here. We'll get the first down. Mike says he'd rather have Jameis. Yeah, somebody mentioned Jameis on the Seahawks sub. Drew Lock had an amazing game for the Giants, but yeah, Drew's gone. He was on a 1 year deal. I don't think the Giants are bringing him back. Yeah, it's getting towards the end of the time where the casuals are around Zusi. You know what I mean? Probably pretty normal now to have to wait for a matchup from time to time. Oh man, look at Geno running. Love the Seahawks. Just got to rebuild like every other team at some point. Skyler, I don't think they needed to rebuild right now. This doesn't make sense to me. They had multiple winning seasons in a row. Coming in this week, all we needed, in my mind, was offensive line help. Now we need a quarterback. We need receivers. We still need the line. And I don't know what direction we have. I think we don't have a direction. You crazy for me. Welcome in, crazy. Thanks for lighting up the lights and adding time to our time bank. Crazy, do you have a favorite NFL team? Yeah, I think Arch might come, but I don't think Arch is coming out this year. Skyler, thank you as well for jumping on that follow button. Tommy DeVito is back on the Giants. But he's looking for somebody to play NCAA with. And Jetta is not able to hang on to that one. Yeah, I don't think you always have to rebuild, right? Like Seattle had a pretty good run from Holmgren, a little bit of a dip there when Jim Moore came in for the year, and then Pete started building up the franchise again. I'm not certain that they had to do what they're doing right now, but maybe they just thought, hey, our jobs are secure. Let's reboot the franchise. We'll find out. I think it's India.FC33. Welcome in. Thank you for lighting up the lights and joining our chat today. Yeah, they had an okay year. In my mind, I know a lot of people made a big difference about they went from 9 wins, back to back 9 win seasons to the 10 win season. And I thought, well, the 10 win was kind of sketchy because the Rams rested everybody that last week of the season. But still, like they weren't in my mind, a long ways away. I thought they had a decent collection of skill players on the offensive side. And I also thought, hey, we got the recovery, fellas. We might be back in the game. And I also thought, like, hey, they're looking pretty solid on defense. We invested a lot of, draft capital for last year's defense, and I was hoping they would bring back Jones. And now it's like, what are they doing? Hoping the Raiders can actually do something with us. Me too, Brandon. Yeah, we're looking to send it all right. Gonna send it to the turf now. Don't like that one. Let's see. Rams fan 1010. Welcome in, Rams fan. Who's your favorite Ram of all time? I never say specifically where I'm from, but I don't live in Washington. Let's see. Javon, I'm sorry, I missed you there. Javon Sandler has joined the chat. Welcome in. Thank you for following. He's on our TikTok chat. We are multi-streaming. We're on Red, Purple, and TikTok. Number 1 seed in the draft, buddy. I hope I'm wrong, but yeah, I don't know where we're going to be. Yeah, good morning, LaCoy. Good to see you. Ramstan, I'm always just a little bit coy about exactly where I am, as most streamers are. Oh, Everett's going to get it. I think my opponent took too sharp of a lane trying to intercept that. That was a bad throw from me. MLB MVP predictions. Brent Rooker in the American League and Matt Chapman in the National League. No, I don't know, J-Dub. I'm just talking out of my neck. Probably Shohei, and he's going to win in the AL. Shohei and Judge are my picks, but I don't know. I usually like to let the season start going before I start making too many guesses. Jason says Kyle Tucker. That's not a bad one. Miyisa, how are you doing? Welcome into the Red Chat. All right, so we're down to first and goal. Don't really want to give him time back the other way, obviously. Not sure if I want to put on shoe clock either, so we'll just let this tick down. Hey, friend, thank you for the hand heart. You're thinking Witt and Kyle Tucker. Yeah, Witt's got a shot. Ellie and Bobby Witt. All right, his defense just shot right through. We'll take time there, and of course we want to get all our plays in. I am a Seahawks fan. I'm also going to be a Raider fan for foreseeable future. Ellie's overrated, says J Dub. Your wife's boyfriend's a Giants fan. Steven, that's awesome. Steven, are you a big Redditor? That's like a joke I see on Reddit a lot. Tried to throw that to Jitney, but couldn't get the throw out fast enough. Best NFL player ever. My personal goat's Largent, but I think the best player is probably Rice if we're talking non-quarterbacks. Jose, my favorite A of all time is from McGuire. Loved Big Mac when I was growing up in the '80s, and he was all over me there with Nitschke. So this guy's defense is flying in. Bummer to get down here and then get driven back. Let's see. Is there something with like a zig pattern? Those do so well this year. Gonna run a play I'm unfamiliar with, I think. May backfire, but let's see. No, not really. I'm just gonna try this trail shake because I'm running out of time. I don't have a timeout. Brady, Rice, or LT, says Jason. Oh yeah, LT on the defensive side was an amazing game changer. And try to fit it into Jefferson, didn't work out. I figured he was going to be on the initial receiver with his user, so I was looking for that trail receiver. Bummer. But laggy game. We made it in the rest of the recovery. I was thinking about if I should go for 2 had I scored that one, but I don't know. I don't know if I would have with the lag. Although I was concerned about the extra point kick, but probably don't have to worry about it now. He'll run it out and he should be good. It'll take time. Maybe he throws me a pick 6. LT got left tackles paid. Yours would be Eric Burns or Cespedes. So there's a Cespedes jersey on the wall. In case you weren't able to see it, he autographed it on Jersey Day for Cespedes when the A's got a walk off in 2013. Was so ticked off that we traded him when we did. Yeah, too bad we didn't force the fumble with this guy trolling with the timeout. But good game for him in the divisional. Just one of those games that wasn't really enjoyable to play in because of the lag. Although it would have been fun to steal it for you guys there and kept the playoff run going. Mike thinks the most talented wide receiver of all time is Calvin Johnson. Honestly, dude, yeah, I hated the Cespedes trade. Man, I was so ticked off. Yeah, he was fun to watch. He was the guy that gave a lot of swagger to the team. And then we just completely fell apart once Cespedes got traded too that year, 2014. So we picked up some season tickets, midfield pack, upgrade token. Let's check these out. Hot take: Gurley would have been the best running back in the 2020s if he didn't deal with injuries. I don't know, man. Maybe, but with the running backs, a lot of times those guys don't last a long time either. So I'm not sure that he would have been the guy. I don't think I've selected this Will Shields yet. I know I don't have him yet. I'll grab Shields. I'm starting to upgrade the Kraus card. Nobody messing with Randy. Yeah, Randy was great. Randy was really close to being a Seahawk. Would have been so nice if we had Randy on the Seahawk chemistry for Ultimate Team players. We almost brought him in the year that we won the Super Bowl. Actually, I think they might have brought him in, but decided not to sign him for whatever reason. So we got the midfield pack. We'll see if we get really lucky on this. You think Gurley was a huge result of a great Sean McVay system, says Mike Plays Games. If you're on TikTok's For Your page or you're enjoying the stream there on TikTok, please follow. If you haven't yet, we'd love you all to stick around with us. Thanks everybody for watching thus far. Nobody wanted to run heavy personnel packages against the Rams outside of the Patriots in that Super Bowl. If you're in the red chat with Miacia, hopefully I said that right. Please be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, and react. And if you're following on the purple stream or if you're lurking there, yeah, please follow us. How's our timer looking, fellas? We got at least 29 minutes guaranteed left, so we'll keep going. Yeah, timer in, stream ends, Isaiah. So how can you add time to the timer? Number 1 would be subscribe. It's like $2.69 to subscribe on TikTok. We're trying to get to the 50 subs there. Would be huge because if we get to 50 subs, it unlocks gifted subscriptions. Other ways are sending a gift, but the free ways are chatting, sharing, and following. So that's usually why I'm trying to get you guys to follow. You made a new account. Hey, welcome over, Anthony. Good to have you there. That one shanked right out of bounds. Don't care who you got on defense. You're not defending Calvin. Yeah, Calvin was quite the player. I remember some of the memes about Stafford. You know, Calvin's down there somewhere and just throw it up to him. Do you guys think the Rams overpaid for Stafford? I kind of feel like they gave him too much money, but then again, I feel like Geno at 40 million was okay if the reports are true. As long as it was short term. I mean, I wouldn't want Geno for 4 or 5 years, but for like 2 more years, I think that would have been all right. Would have given us more stability there. When did that contract extension happen, anyways? For Stafford, he just got a new contract like a week or two ago. Oh, Alexander bouncing off with the tank. Hamilton will chase him down. Jaden and Brady, thank you fellas for sharing. Sharing is caring. This coming week, after we get through the weekend, I'm probably going to start streaming some MLB The Show to get some of the rust off. Although I think those first 4 days of pre-order early access, I'm probably going to try and knock out Conquest and all that type of stuff, and then hopefully catch players on standard coming into the game. What's the best ability to put on offensive line? Shoot, I don't know. I thought Tearproof was supposed to be important, Kenneth. I don't really chase any of the meta stuff. I just play it and have fun. And then if somebody tells me something when I'm streaming, then hopefully it stays in my mind there. Shoulder popped out. Still plays and wins the game. Oh, yeah, for Calvin. We all know Andre Reed, greatest receiver of all time, says Big Tex. Might be you just being a Bills fan. Andre Reed was really good. All right, we'll dive in with Sean Alexander. Swervo. Welcome in, Swervo. That's a cool name. Not only are the lights flashing in front of me and behind me for you, the time bank just went up a little bit. Uninstall is a meta ability. Come on, Jason. So, Jason, I don't know if I understood you correctly. Did you stop playing the PGA game with the VC patch, or are you just taking a break from it? Nah, for Stafford says Prom. Prometheus Jubilee, right? I think is the full name. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. I don't know why Ray Nishiki was jumping the line. You have a take that is probably not very popular. Here we go. Mike's getting close to the hot coffee pot here. Lay it on us, Mike. Oscar Alvarado. I don't know. You're having bad valve movements and you want me to patch him, Oscar? I'm not sure what you're getting at. What's my thought on DKD if he goes to the Steelers? I still won't like the Steelers. I used to like the Steelers. It's like my second favorite team. And then the Super Bowl happened, JSB. Now I really just can't stand the Steelers if I'm keeping it a buck. But, yeah, I mean, wherever he goes. I hope Seattle gets good compensation for him. DK is making bad decisions. How? How's he making bad decisions? That VC change ticked you off. I'm sorry I held it up. I'm trying to let the message through. Automod. He's my moderator, Automod. If he wants to say something, let him cook. But yeah, the VC change was nonsense. He boycotted till the change. I didn't realize he was boycotting. I don't think I've kept up with the community too much. But the guy that made me aware of it was Jay Wayne, because I saw Jay Wayne tweeting about it. One of our regulars in here. Automod is smart. He's doing really well in the Seahawks. I like DK. Yeah, DK is fine. He plays with a little fire and occasionally gets baited into a bad penalty, but he's an excellent blocker and he's an exciting player. Sports are for entertainment, right? DK is an entertaining guy. With Geno going to the Raiders, do I think the Seahawks are in rebuild mode? I don't think the Seahawks know what they're doing. Then, to be honest with you, let's see, Vengeance and Elk. Is it El Compor? I'm trying to read the name, and this guy's running the play on me. My opponent could have waited for me to read this name. Let's see. So the name is Jorge Sanchez. Welcome in, Jorge. DK is a typical receiver. Dude plays hard. No hate for DK, says Jason. Jason's a fellow Seahawks fan that frequents our purple chat. Yeah, I feel that same way, man. DK's been a lot of fun to watch. I'll be sad to see him go, and I hope that he does well. Some guys I kind of hope they don't do that well. I'm laughing at Klay Thompson because Klay talked all the talk about he wanted to come in and go out with Steph and Draymond, and then he got his feelings hurt because he was taking really terrible shots, playing with low basketball IQ. For a guy that has a good basketball IQ, he was playing selfishly for a season and a half there in Golden State. So Kerr rightfully cut down some of his minutes, and then he took off with his ball and ran home out to Dallas. Wasn't literally his home, but wanted to go play with Kyrie and Luka. And I'm just kind of laughing now that Luka's gone, and unfortunate for Kyrie to get hurt. Although I don't really care for Kyrie much, but that's like a different deal for me. Like with DK, yeah, DK's been a cool guy. Maybe he wants to get traded now that he's not getting his extension. But if somebody else is willing to pay him, especially in a sport like football, I can kind of understand it. And also, DK didn't talk all the talk about, boy, I want to be a Seahawk for the rest of my life. So see, DK, Pickens, Calvin with Fields would be 6 as JSB. Agree with me 100% on Clay. Come on, Kyrie's incredible. Kyrie did all the nonsense. And I don't want to derail stream into too much political stuff, but Kyrie's just been an idiot since the flat Earth stuff, and he's toned it down there in Dallas. But Kyrie is just not a guy I can support. On the court, he's amazing, but no, I don't like Kyrie. Kyrie's grown on him. For Jason, like him or love him, Kyrie's genuine. Yeah, Kyrie's the guy that I like to see in bad situations too. Durant had to go pick Kyrie over staying with Steph and Draymond. And I know Draymond kind of pushed Kevin out the door there. But yeah, Kyrie's the guy I don't like for me. But if you guys like him, hey, more power to you. I think the injury is terrible. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Except maybe Deshaun Watson. Thoughts on the Lockett release? I mean, we knew the Lockett release was coming since last year. It was just almost inevitable. I know John Schneider was talking the good talk about having a discussion with Lockett's agent and with Tyler himself about trying to find a way, a week or so ago to keep him on the roster, but I didn't think that was going to happen. So it is what it is. KD's your favorite player. Dude, I loved watching Durant when he was with the Warriors, getting to watch him every single night. He does so many things really, really well on the floor that you don't necessarily pick up on if you're not watching him day in and day out. But man, excellent help defender, good shot blocker, good rebounder, very smart passer. I enjoyed the 3 years with Kevin for sure. Got to separate the man for the player. I don't have to do anything, friend. I can do what I like, and if I'm right, I'm right, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it's the Danielle freak stream, so here we go. Let's see. AJ, thanks for following. KD with that 3 in overtime. Oh, I didn't even know he had a big shot today. KD, underrated defender. Yeah, he's solid. Also wishing for a similar injury for Justin Tucker, says Mike. Yeah, Justin Tucker definitely seems like court of Danielle freak opinion that he's probably guilty. Hey, we got to do what we got to do, and I don't have to like Kyrie. But you can separate them. It's fine. It's like saying separate Diddy's work from Diddy the man. I can't listen to Diddy's music now and feel the same way that I did back in the 90s, even though, yeah, I enjoyed a lot of the East Coast sound and Bad Boy record label and, all the productions that he did. But yeah, I mean, it's not to the same level. I mean, Kyrie's not Diddy, but you know what I'm getting at. Like R. Kelly was another one. Although those guys a lot more serious stuff than Kyrie's done. Kyrie more just running his mouth gets on my nerves. So see, Tucker for years thought he was one of the best guys in the league. It's funny how those guys always, I shouldn't say always, but often the guys that are doing stuff project themselves as being, Mr. Church guy, Mr. Charity guy, Mr. Community involvement, whatever it is that they like to kind of get the public narrative out there. But now that the Tucker stuff has came out, apparently that was a not so well guarded secret in the Baltimore area. That he didn't want Justin Tucker coming to get a massage. Although I never would have known anything until they started reporting on it. Yeah, innocent until proven guilty. But here's the thing, dude: 16 different people are accusing you of the same stuff. What are the odds that Tucker didn't do anything wrong? Plus, he issued one of those non-apology apologies. I didn't mean to make anybody feel uncomfortable. Sure, they won a bag, but I don't think you can get 16 people to agree on the same story. So no, I mean, yeah, technically, yeah, innocent until proven guilty, but I wouldn't want to be anywhere around Justin Tucker. How do I feel about Hernandez? Hernandez, terrible person. Um, it was probably all accelerated and stuff by CTE, but yeah, Aaron Hernandez, bad dude. Let's see, Gannon Anderson. Thank you for following. How are you, Gannon? Geno Smith, Seahawks quarterback. Until you guys tell me otherwise, is one of the best ones. Hey, Jason, don't make me send you under the bridge, Jason. Bringing up 2016. Let's see. Ruari, how are you doing? But I was just trying to use a comparison. Like, I mean, the separating the art from the artist thing. Those accusations were tweeted all the way back to 2021 before they were even released around Tucker. And that's another thing too. Like, people say stuff on social media, nobody takes it seriously. And then there's like legitimate reporting comes out, and it's like, oh, hey, there's smoke and there's fire here around Tucker. You don't think it's fair? Hey, it's okay. You're entitled to think what you like. But yeah, Irving's not a guy that I care for. Not happy that he's injured, but I'm happy to see he's on a struggle bus Mavericks team. I think he's on free agency though, right? So he can get out of Dallas. Where Clay is probably stuck there unless they dump him. Dude, so many people were so irritated about Zaza, and I would just come on here and praise Zaza back in those days. Um, Although I felt bad for Kyrie to get hurt. Excuse me, Kyrie. For Kawhi to get hurt. Kawhi was already injured going into that series, and on that particular game, people don't remember he stepped on David Lee. Maybe David Lee was a hidden agent over there, but he stepped on David Lee's foot, which kind of exaggerated that injury. But I never felt like Zaza was really like trying to hurt him. I think Zaza was just big clumsy dude closing out on the 3-point shot. Uh, why am I hoping for him to struggle? Because there's some athletes you like and there's some that you don't like, right? Toasting the Warriors. Then GG's. Let's see. Big Mac or Washington? What do you mean, buddy? Thanks for following, Carrie. Thank you, everybody, for participating on TikTok chat, too. We got 37 in an hour and 37 minutes here. All right, up 14 at the moment. Always wish for the Saint players to do bad, even if you don't think they're awful people. Do you feel a little differently about the Saints because they laid down for Evans to get the roster bonus and the 1,000 yards? Because you were really worried about that 1,000 yard thing. You're a Spurs fan. You remember very well. So is Jason. Let's see, Jackson, thanks for following. They didn't play defense on that last play. Well, you know what I meant. I mean, they didn't lay down like Brett Favre and Michael Strahan, but yeah, you know what I'm getting at, Mike. They got out of the way. Jose, thanks for the cap. All right, Prometheus, dude, take 5. Stop worrying about Kyrie and trying to convince me that Kyrie's a good guy. You're entitled to think what you like. I said it like 5 times now, but on to other subjects, man. Let's see. Try to take the deep shot to Jettas and just go for the game ender, but we ended the drive right there. Jackson, welcome in. Eugene, how are you, bud? Thanks for being here. Hey, man, thanks for the let him cook. I appreciate you. But yeah, if we're just gonna beat our head against the same topic the whole night, then it just becomes kind of redundant in chat. So yeah, you feel how you feel about him. You want to root for him, get his jersey, go for it. He's just not my type of guy. Not that like Draymond or somebody's a good guy either, right? Like Draymond's done plenty of stuff that I understand why people can't stand him. But that's a different conversation. We can definitely shift into that one when you're back. Thanks for the friendship necklace. Reno to your Raiders. What do you mean? Oh, Geno. Autocorrect got you. Well, we were having the discussion about the two-way star. What was her name? Maya Khalifa. she's known for doing that. But yeah, we can always get on to other subjects. Did I see your comment? I did not. Yeah, maybe it conflicted with auto mod settings. But thanks for the galaxy. I should time you out more often. But yeah, just kind of a joke timeout, but also just for us to clear the air. But man, that's kind of you. Now I feel bad. Tyler Frost, thank you for the likes. But here's what I understood on the Mike Evans 1,000 yard chase thing. He had a contract acceleration on it, right, Mike? Mike will know for sure. Saints players were aware of it. The game was pretty much determined. They decided not to come and defend the play. Although I think it was like an 8-point game, so they could have maybe tried to jump the route and went for 2 and messed up things for the Buccaneers or whatever. But they let him get it so that way Evans got his bag. In addition to tying the 1,000 yard record. Hey, friend, thanks for the hat and mustache as well. Charlie, welcome in. Cam, welcome in. Great to have you guys follow. All the followers add time to our time bank, so we keep streaming. How'd I get those Seahawks jerseys? Angel, I can't tell you if you're not a follower. Legend, switch hitting catcher. Heard differently on the whole Evans situation. You heard the Saints players were willing, watch 13, in the huddle defensively, but he was due for $1 million or $2 million bonus. My knowledge of it could be wrong. I just know what I remember reading that night from NFL Reddit, which was a lot of Buccaneers fans and a few Saints fans talking about it. Hey, Angel, amazing that you jumped on the button. Lights are flashing for you. Timer went up, but he just wants to know about the jerseys. Angel, let me stop playing around. These jerseys, you were able to get them off the auction house. Unfortunately, the auction house is pretty scarce with jerseys. These were in like season 1, and I don't want to say it like good luck, like I don't want you to get them, but like it's gonna be as rare as finding like a hen's tooth to find these jerseys now. Which is to say, you might find them if you click on it at the right time, but yeah, there's probably not many of them going up on the auction house anymore. Yeah, you just kind of had to get them then, is my understanding, which just kind of stinks. I think the jerseys should be available most of the year, and I wish they had more of like the throwbacks and all that stuff. Hey, buddy, thank you for the let 'em cook. Oh, Woodson with the one hand grab. Hey guys, who do you think's a better athlete? And this is probably just going to be one for the old timers like myself. But do you think Charles Woodson's a better athlete than Travis Hunter? Because I didn't watch Hunter a whole lot in college. I did watch Woodson a bit in college, and of course they would line him up at receiver a little bit throughout his collegiate days, and I think he got a few snaps here and there in the pros too. But of course, primarily settled in on the defensive side. Angel says yes. You think the flat route screen by 2 wide receivers was just a play the Saints couldn't stop at the time it was set up? Saints didn't want to get hurt. Yeah, I feel like the Saints melded in, but maybe I'm wrong too. Like, I think the Saints wanted to just let him get his record because they respected him, even though it's a rivalry thing. Like, I could imagine somebody like Evans, like, to my teams would be like if Seattle would have done that to like a Larry Fitzgerald or somebody. Woodson, that's your all-time favorite player. But I'm glad Evans got his record, and I'm glad he got his bonus too. Thankfully, we got that out right before the pass rush got in. Able to make a couple of Falcons miss, and I should really just be trying to bleed out the clock here. Oh, he may call it a game. Probably wouldn't have been an idea in the huddle if Lattimore was still a Saint. Yeah, Lattimore, I don't think whoever would have went for it, right? So I was thinking to do Madden and golf today, but I think today will be a strictly Madden stream, considering all the Seahawk trades and movement. Lot to dive into and speculate about. So it's just kind of a fun night to talk football. Although I like the golf game, but I completely understand. Like Jason was saying, one of the big creators in that community was protesting when they changed the VC. It's pretty messed up when the games change things up on you. And people may have bought the game, like watching my stream or some of the bigger creators' streams, saying, okay, this is the progression for playing around that first week, the early access week. And then standard drops, and it's like an FU to the players that they nerfed the VC, and the VC is huge for your progression on your my career there in PGA 2K25. So yeah, that's definitely some bad will from that company. Doesn't surprise me with the way that they run their basketball game. Still love watching it, just not grinding it for Jason. Let's see. Hey, Swervino, the lights only flashed the first time. Hey, it's all good. I just thought we were just kind of like banging our heads together there. But some of you guys, credit to you if you can do it. You can separate the art from the artist, the athlete from the athlete's stuff. I guess I just don't operate that way. Sometimes I'm happier not knowing the stupidity of some of the players that I like, because of it. Uh, and it is what it is. But without diving into politics or anything, I just think a lot of kids look up to athletes, and they should try to be their best selves. And maybe he thinks he's being his best self, in regards to like an Irving. Um, but like when Draymond punches somebody that's a teammate, that got leaked out. That was terrible look. When he choked out Gobert, when he stomped on what's his face, Sabonis, when he did the turn slap to Nurkic, that stuff's just not defendable, from Draymond. So like, I still like him because he's carried my team. There's no dynasty without Draymond, and I don't think people realize how smart Draymond is. I don't think people necessarily realize how good a player he is if you don't watch him night in and night out. But to me, there's no defending Draymond. I completely understand why people don't like him. Steven Adams, yeah, Adams still was messed up. He really should have got suspended against the Thunder if we're talking about 2016. And if he gets suspended against the Thunder, we probably don't get through the Western Conference Finals. But I never will concede that he should have got suspended in the finals because Draymond was trying to or LeBron was trying to step over him, and that's when the whole series tilted. You know what? I haven't got the Warren Moon. I thought we were going to get enough. Was it Ultimate Legend tokens for Warren last week? Now it's almost sad to be out here playing with Geno, being a Seahawk fan. But I'll probably get Moon this week if there's the challenges that are up. I didn't look today to see if there was challenges. I was too busy with the sports streaming job. Kobe, how are you, bud? What are you up to this weekend, Kobe? Draymond is like Dennis Rodman, underrated defender. Let's see. Anything Draymond did to nourish is personally defendable, says Mike. Thoughts on LeBron and Stephen A. Smith? It's an interesting thing. I don't know all the backstory around it, Jonathan, but I'll try to give you my quick take on it. Hey, Reshmed, how are you, bud? Welcome into the stream. I'm going to get Kobe and Reshmed shouted out here as soon as this guy stopped with his drive. But yeah, Moon looks, to follow up on that thought, that Moon card looks amazing. I've played against it a couple times. I feel like the Moon gets better animations than Geno for some reason. Not sure if it's the ability buckets or what. So let me circle back. I may not have all my ducks in a row. I don't care for Stephen A. Smith. I'm not a LeBron fan. Warrior fan, Warriors and LeBron have had their battles over the years. Big P, welcome in. Crypto, welcome in. Thanks, guys, for the purple app follows. So, LeBron James confronted Stephen A. Smith a night or two ago at a Laker game. Apparently, Stephen A. Smith was on a tangent about LeBron, saying guys like Anthony Edwards cannot be the face of the league, or they don't want to be the face of the league because these talking heads like Stephen A. Smith are constantly dumping on the NBA. Although with Edwards, we're talking about the athlete and their actions. Edwards is doing some stuff off the court that he really should stop. If you're gonna be having all the pleasure, at least be responsible enough to pay your child support and stuff. But that's a different discussion. So I guess that kind of started things, right? So then Stephen A. Smith, I don't know if he hosts a podcast or if he's just on ESPN or where he is, but I feel like he's constantly rammed down our throat. I just always scroll past him. But I did see this on NBA Reddit that he went on a tangent about LeBron being in the wrong about that, and then it digressed into harping on Bronny and the way that LeBron has pushed Bronny out into the spotlight and kind of calling LeBron a bad father. So I guess LeBron went and told Stephen A. like he was out of line, confronted him, whatever. I mean, I don't know. I think Bronny, if you want to criticize him as a player, fine. But I mean, he's a second round pick. That's a moneymaker for the Lakers. I'm sorry, I'm not reading chat. I just want to get the thoughts out. Then I'll get caught up on chat, friends. Um, if you look at it just from the business standpoint, yeah, he's maybe not going to be around in the league after LeBron's out, but he's made a ton of money in jersey sales, in ticket sales, in just interest around the Lakers. And Lakers weren't that interesting until what 20 games or so ago, and now they've been playing pretty hot. And of course, Luka landed in their lap, and it's a new era now in Los Angeles again for the Lakers. But I didn't like how the draft went through, but that's typical for the NBA, where Clutch Sports said, "Don't draft Bronny, or we're going to take him overseas," because it seems like to me that is um it's getting to where it's like almost like a collusion, right? We're going to tell you where this draft pick's going to go, and if you don't do it our way, if you're trying to get LeBron to go to your team, we're not going to allow that. So I don't really like the whole thing around the NBA, but that's just kind of how the league runs a lot. Guys determined to the team where they're going to get traded. How many times have we seen Harden and these guys do it? But anyways, about LeBron and Stephen A. Smith, I think criticisms of James, Bronny James on the court, fine, valid, whatever. I think you may be missing the point of what the Lakers are doing, because they're making money, first and foremost, with a late round selection. But if you're criticizing LeBron as a dad, I mean, that's not really the job of these hot take guys. But the hot take guys don't really care, right? They want to generate clicks. They want to drive more people listen to the podcast, and they probably don't care who they offend or whatever. But then when you come face to face with LeBron, yeah, you might be pooping yourself. So yeah, that's my kind of uneducated thoughts on the whole thing. So let me catch up TikTok chat, because I can't scroll up it, and then I'll catch a purple chat. So see, Braun, never the goat. Where do I think Jackson Dart will go? I have no idea. I don't follow collegiately enough to have a good opinion on Dart. Not trying to give you a non-answer. I just don't really know. It's definitely debatable, but the man's 40 years old, averaging 30 a game. Oh yeah, LeBron's good. Eugene says LeBron's fault. He didn't say bad father. He said as a father. Prom says LeBron's soft. Bryce James is going to be a problem when he goes to the NBA. Jonathan says, I do like LeBron. Do like that he confronted him, but every player is open to criticism. That includes Bronny. Dart to the Seahawks is Brady. Kevin Love went from putting up 20 and 20 to sit in the corner. Kevin Love is having a second career as an Instagram troll poster. Kevin Love might end up being the biggest social media star when it's all said and done. That guy just has nothing but bangers, sitting on the bench, just coming up with nonsense out of his mind. You made another player leave in college football. Okay, now I'm sorry, Purple Buddies. The Purple Buddies have been with the stream a long time. Let me be sure I'm caught up here. So Mike plays games. He really doesn't like Nurkic. Yeah, Nurkic is pretty dislikable. That brother needs help, right? Crypto says, I saw we get Fields in free agency. I don't think the Seahawks have signed Fields yet. Maybe you're saying we should get him. Tyreek should mentor Edwards. Man, that would be a pretty good reality show. Those guys are going to end up like Antonio Brown, I think, if they don't get their minds right. Although Brown's probably got pretty bad CTE. I mean, Tyreek, just by playing in the NFL, might get it. I don't think Edwards has that as an excuse. Mike Plays Game says, I could care less about what Stephen A says about Bronny, but Stephen A should have argued back to LeBron instead of going on TV the next day in the safety of a studio. Hey, it's more clicks for him though, Mike. I mean, that's what it's all about. I'm sorry, Jarisma. I didn't see it. I think it may have been the chat had already moved too much. That's what happens when I get on my soapbox and start waving my fist at the cloud. Yeah, please tell me again. Collusion's bad. Kobe says he hopes Jokic is determined to get traded to the Lakers to play with his friend Luka. LeBron's a good father. F that nonsense. Kevin Love is awesome and hilarious as Jason V. Larson. You're saying we should get him. Yeah, Fields would be an interesting pickup. I'm not convinced that Fields is going to be a really good starter. But if we're going to play behind a bad offensive line, you probably should have somebody that can move around a bit. So I think I'm semi caught up on chat. So we got Reshmed in the house. Let me shout out Reshmed. And let me shout out Kobe. How are you guys today? Welcome into the stream. I streamed earlier. I did one MMA. That was like a 4-hour stream. So whenever the timer goes, we'll call it a night here. But if you guys keep following, sharing, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff on TikTok, we just keep going. TikTok's in charge of the time bank for everybody. And I hope the Seahawks don't trade away Witherspoon. We got the interception with the spoon right here. I like making the cats in the cradle and silver spoon jokes that nobody laughs at. Of course, Reshmed. Yeah, how are you doing, man? Zusi, always a pleasure chatting with you. We'll miss you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Ricky Benitez, 59. Thanks for the follow, Ricky. Everybody that follows, the timer goes up. The lights flash. Oh, Jason's getting ready to drop the elbow on you guys there. Let's see. That's the difference. Love became a corner three-pointer. Powell played with Kobe and became a monster. Love was a monster with Minnesota. I remember him putting up some crazy games like 30 points, 20 rebound type games back in the day. Hey, Chris, thanks very much for the rose. At least Kevin Love's still in the NFL, says Mike. NBA. Baby girl birthday was last week. Hey, I hope she had a great birthday. Did you guys get to do anything fun for her birthday? Keyword was. I mean, nobody plays forever, man. Father Time catches up to all of us eventually. So we're talking LeBron. Some of us have been talking about Curry throughout the night. Do you think the NBA has a PEDS problem? I think it does. I think I think they don't test for anything. Hey, nobody's getting popped in the league because we're not looking for it. You guys did have a good birthday. Awesome to hear. He was prime age when he went to the Cavs. Oh, he was good with the Cavs. I think he took a little bit of a lesser role with the Cavs, similar to how Bosch took a little bit less scoring role with Miami when those guys decided to jump together and form that super team back in the day, because they had Kyrie and they had LeBron, so you didn't need Love to carry so much. Kobe running Braun 21-0 one-on-one. Can't tell you different. Except Tom Brady, he fought Father Time to a draw. Yeah, Brady pretty impressive how long he kept going. Mike thinks he could have played another season. Yeah, it felt like he could still play. It seemed like he was slowing down, but like he was still decent, and his mind kept him in the game. Also, I think Brady had a tremendous work ethic, where some of these other, athletes. It's easy to say this because who's as dedicated as Brady, but these other guys aren't necessarily going to alter their diet, alter their regimen, alter their sleep schedule, their personal life. There was rumors that Giselle didn't want him to keep playing and all that type of stuff around football, the way that Brady did. This guy's pretty good with those little outbreaking routes. During the season, Brady was a cyborg. Real one, Braun is weird. Listen, I think every one of us would probably be a very different person right this moment if you were LeBron's age. I remember hearing about LeBron when he was in junior high, about him being the next prodigy. If everybody around you was sucking up to you and telling you how good you were going to be, gassing you up, and trying to be part of your entourage and trying to curry favor from you. So I don't completely blame LeBron for him being the way that he is. But yeah, to me, he's a strange guy. It drives me nuts that Draymond sucks up to him so much, considering that he got Draymond kicked out of that 2016 finals. But it's not going to change. Draymond, I think, loves that LeBron and Clutch Sports has helped him make so much money, so he doesn't want to bite the hand that feeds him. But I think LeBron likes to troll Draymond. Last time we played the Lakers, Draymond was trying to get the coach challenge, and LeBron was mocking it and stuff like that. And it's all good natured and whatever, they're friends, but it doesn't go that way the other way. LeBron oftentimes will pout his way into the locker room when the game doesn't go his way, but then he's all dapping people up when his team happens to win. It does seem like LeBron and Steph had started to appreciate each other, maybe similar, different eras, but maybe similar to how Bird and Magic, they just went at each other. They went at each other through college and then in the NBA and all the great battles. And now, if you ever see those guys on an interview together, they just adore each other now. I think Steph and LeBron are starting to see the post-playing career coming up on the horizon and say, man, my career is better because I got to go against such an amazing opponent. And of course, Steph is not the same player as LeBron, but Steph definitely has changed the game a lot in his own way. Buffalo Bills fan, hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks for lighting up the lights. Bird and Magic are besties. Funny how LeBron and Draymond are. Yeah, that deal drives me nuts. If I was Draymond Green, I would always resent James for going to Windhorst and going to the NBA and the press conferences and trying to get him suspended. And it wasn't like LeBron single handedly did that, but there was a narrative that was pushed. And of course, Windhorst has always been in LeBron's pocket, so to speak, for many, many years. And that's how Windhorst kind of came up as as a talking head type guy. Hey, Johnny Boy, if you want to find out, just ask your mom how I smell. All right, so Johnny Boy to the showers. Anyhow, easy come, easy go. One of the TikTok guys leaked over to the purple chat. But yeah, my favorite player is Magic. Yep, Larry Bird's mom. So see, LeBron and Steph has always respect each other. You love that. I think there was definitely a time where they were probably sick of each other. Jonathan, I remember James going to watch Curry play when Curry was at Davidson. Dude, your guess is probably better than mine, but the reporting is Geno wanted an extension and they couldn't work it out. So Geno asked for a trade on Thursday, and then by Friday he was a member of the Raiders. Kobe had Rick Bucher, Jordan had Ahmad, Ali had Cosell. Those are all good comparisons. Yep, they all have their puppet. Yeah, so Brandon, I don't know if you asked that earlier or if somebody else did. I have no idea about Jackson Dart. The reason being is I just don't follow collegiately enough to know. I don't know if Jackson Dart's a second round pick, if he's going to climb up the board and be in the first round, if he's going to slip to the fourth round. I know there's a lot of Seahawks fans that have speculated that we should select him, and just football fans that come into my chat say, yeah, Seahawks should take Dart, but I don't know about him. Curry and LeBron have a very up and down relationship. I think it's mostly up these days, but yeah, it seemed like LeBron was in his corner, right? He went to the games in Davison. They were both born in Akron. Of course, Steph wasn't born and raised there in Ohio, but he was born in Ohio. So yeah, it seemed like he was kind of a fan of Curry, and then four straight finals against each other. That'll make you make you start to hate a guy, right? But now they got to play together on Team USA, and they seem like they have a lot of appreciation for each other's game now. Let's see. The Steelers want him. So the Steelers want Jackson Dart. I've had a lot of Steeler fans saying, hey, what if the Steelers take DK Metcalf off your Seahawks hands? Who do I think is winning the MVP? I think it's SGA or Jokic. Jokic, excuse me. Probably SGA, because I think the league likes to have different guys get it. I'm not saying the Joker deserves it again this year, but I mean he's having another MVP type season. I think people are just suffering from fatigue of him being so good. Let's see. Mike has nothing against Dart personally. Let me read the rest after this play. This guy's pretty fast on his play calling. Kevin Mawai gets another interception. Let the big man rumble. So Mike plays games. He says, I have nothing against Dart personally, but a USC transfer going off, having greater success than doing well in the NFL would sting, so you hope he's personally a bust. Jason says, I'm going to enjoy the 30 for 30 on that 4-year battle. Me too. I hope we still get 30 for 30s at that stage. Or if we don't get that, get like a good Netflix doc or whatever. I definitely will subscribe for a month just to watch it. Let's see. Went back through playing during the games. This is nothing to him. What do you guys think about the Mavericks franchise? They've constantly put out hit pieces on Luka and his conditioning and how he was in the locker room and all this stuff. It seems like they've turned into like the athletics of the NBA here, like in a snap. Cuban sold his majority share over to the Allison family, and man, it feels like they're super downhill. And the rumors they want to move to Las Vegas as well. Yeah, who would want to go play for Dallas now? Here we go. Here goes Jettas. into the end zone. Let's hit the gritty since we got the team of the year Justin Jefferson card. Mavericks owners lost the vote to legalize the adult play places. They're trying to toss the team out. They didn't refund any season ticket holders. Yeah, exactly what I think they're doing. I think they don't want to pay the big money contracts. I think they want to run the franchise into the ground, push the fans away, blame the fans, and say, hey, we deserve to move to Vegas. What's up, Bama? You don't care if he's a diva, if he's fat. If you're putting up 28, 10, and 8 every game, you don't really care what you're doing in your free time. So Mike plays games. He's good with Luka. Typical Laker fan. Luka should have came to Golden State. We would have gave him Jonathan Kuminga and Andrew Wiggins. Could have had two-way Wiggins. I got 2,000 season tickets here. Whatever these things are called. I should probably go and upgrade one of my players. So let me go get the token for Kraus. That Kraus card has been playing okay. I probably have too many guys on the Seattle chemistry. So I think I have him to 94, and we need the 95 upgrade token without the team boost. Would have traded almost everything but Curry. There's a long-standing prop in the purple chat I have with T Vasquez. If Curry ever plays for the Lakers, I have to eat a hat on stream. So keep an eye out for that, possibly. Let's see. What am I looking for? There we go. Season ticket deal. So I need both of these for the Kraus, but that's fine. We got enough. Donnie, you made this little humorous / sarcastic basketball commentary generator. Would I like to try it out? It's initially a school project. You thought it'd be a neat tool, like on stream? Yeah, that would be fun. How do we do it? Can you DM me the instructions or what I need to download or whatever? Rasheed Wallace, any power forward in the league right now. Dude, I remember Rasheed Wallace getting kicked out of a Blazers game and ripping his jersey off. Back when they used to have the nickname the Gel Blazers. Curry, Luka, and LeBron with Bronny championship team. Let's see. He is retiring a Warrior. That's locked. Yeah, I'd be shocked. Although I wouldn't really hate it if he wanted to go play in Charlotte or Toronto, like Dell did. But I think there's no way the Warriors let him leave for marketing purposes. They'll probably give Steph whatever he wants. Post up, whole crowd goes wild. You can try it off stream. Neat little tool that you made. No need to download anything. It's a website. You can send the link. Yeah, link it in chat or DM it to me or whatever you like. If you like everybody to try it in chat, feel free to post it. Or if you want to make a command for it, Kobe, that would be great too. And then we can always plug it when you come in, or we can add it to your Kobe command. And Kobe might be like, hey, I don't want that many people knowing about it. But yeah, whatever you want, Kobe, is all welcome. Hey, Phillies, buddy, thank you very much for the Heart Me. If you were not previously following, the Heart Me made you a follower. We love the Heart Me's around here. It puts you on the TikTok team. Jensen, thank you for becoming the latest. Hit the follow button. Add some time to our time bank. How's our timer looking? We got 11 minutes left guaranteed. You're so sure you'll stream if he leaves the Warriors. All right, so Jason will stream. Hold on. Nobody delete Jason's chat. Jason's gonna be like, it doesn't say in the message who it is. Hold on here. See if I remember how to do this. I haven't done a quote out in a long time. Oh, there we go. All right. Quote 1, 2, 3. Boom. Best quote all time was probably Dell. Dell had an unfortunate typo. Yeah, I haven't done a quote in a while. I didn't remember how to do it. So we were talking about the Speaker of the House when they were changing the Speaker of the House. I diverged into a tiny bit of politics, and I was saying how the Speaker of the House has to be nominated, and he had the unfortunate typo that said you should nominate me instead of nominate me to Deadso, who is in chat. Let's see. Imagine Rip Hamilton today. Yeah, Rip was a good player. Do I see Mahomes leaving the Chiefs? Probably not. So if those names don't ring a bell for you, they're guys that were regulars around here a year or two ago. Dead So I think just maybe isn't around the platform much. I see Dell still stream a lot. Dell streams MLB The Show, streams some 2K occasionally. Yeah, Rip Hamilton was a great player. Prince was a fun player on those Pistons teams too. Really long arms, good player. Oh no, not Dialed Dale. Yeah, Dale Jr. Like it says in chat. Yeah, Dialed Dale's a cool guy. 04 Pistons smacking the Warriors in anywhere. Now you went too far. Although if we played under 04 rules, the game hadn't changed so much to the offense. Yeah, that would be interesting. I think they would get ran in this modern era though. Steph pulling up from 30 foot. Pistons wouldn't know what was hitting them. Take that, Ben Wallace. But that 04 team was something, man. I don't think anybody expected them to sweep the Lakers, other than maybe some hardcore Piston fans. All right, so we're playing Bo Nix in this one. I don't know, man. I remember. I don't know how old you are, but I remember Chauncey bouncing around the league a lot, and then he finally got it together. But I think the Warriors would take him down. It's hard to compare eras, though. There used to be a lot of comparison between the Warriors and the Bulls, and yeah, who knows? Robert Horry had a game to save the Spurs in 05. 29, that's your finals MVP. I was so happy that Horry hit the shot for the Lakers to beat the Kings, because I dislike the Lakers, but I hate the Kings. Kings being the Northern California rivals to Golden State, and everybody that was a casual basketball fan, it felt like was a Kings fan back in those days. So I remember that tip out that Horry buried the three on him. I was watching the game at work with a Kings fan. She was not thrilled. Kings got robbed. Yeah, now we know that the Kings got screwed by the officials, but in that moment, that big shot Bob shot was amazing. They're a wonderful sponsor. As far as what I earn, I mean, that's kind of my business between me and the sponsor. If you mean from my fantasy deal, I mean, you can easily follow on Twitter and see when it's a win or a loss, or join the Discord, and there's a dedicated section for that. I have to be careful what I say. TikTok's really particular about getting into those discussions. So I'll just leave it at, hey, download Underdog, use my code DYF. And if you guys want to join any of the other platforms and chat with me about it, I'm certainly happy to do so. But whenever I'm live there, because we're multi-streaming, we don't want to get in trouble. So let's see. As a Laker fan, Jonathan agrees. 0 for 4. He blames Ben Johnson. Horry would literally eat hot dogs on the bench. Then in that finals, Pop threw him in. That ball just sailed on the receiver. It looked like it should have been a catch. He scored like 17 points in the third. Horry was clutch as hell. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was the guy that elevated himself in the biggest games. And I know there's like the argument that like clutch doesn't exist in sports and whatever, but I don't believe it. I think some guys definitely handle pressure better than others. Yeah, Horry just cooked. We got a yard on that thing. That was blown up. All right, so if I can put together the Warren Moon for Ultimate Legends, maybe we'll use Moon tomorrow. Having Geno out here is making me sad. I'm gonna miss Geno. Oh well, get to root for him with the Raiders. But the Seahawks are always my team, in case anybody's thinking I'm selling out the Seahawks. But yeah, we can enjoy some Raider football for the Pete Carroll run, at least for a while. Oh, trying to playmaker Hester, and we got offline there. Let's go for it since we have the stop. We'll go with one of the favorites. Big Ben at center, 6'9", smacking Shaq. That'll never happen again. Heard we had the best chance to sign Wilson back. Yeah, I mean, I saw some speculation on Wilson maybe back to Seattle. Not sure how to feel about it, but it wouldn't be the worst thing. Oh, that should have been DPI. He came in and blew me up. Not that I was necessarily going to catch it, but I thought we were on a good run there. 07 first round against Denver. He didn't play a minute. Came off the bench to the game-winning three. Imagine staying that locked in, and maybe it wasn't even being locked in like to the game, just staying that calm and just being ready if you got dialed up. So Pop called his number, wild to begin with, and then Big Shot Bob was just different. I thought I was going to get him to throw the RPO. Instead, he just hammered it in with his X Factor back. So see, Mike says I think it's fine to like another team in the opposite conference, as long as you're still rooting for your main team. I'd love to be wrong about everything with Seattle, and maybe I'm just too negative, or maybe I was too attached to Pete and all that. But I just feel like Schneider kind of went to Allen, threw Pete under the bus. Pete's gone, and now it's like, oh yeah, we're trying to win right now, is what Schneider says last year on his press conference. And I feel like we're not trying to win. I feel like we're trying to rebuild, and Schneider's gonna be like, well, hey guys, you knew it was a rebuild when we traded Geno, and all that stuff. So we'll see. Let's see. 123. Hey, thanks for jumping in on that follow. The Curse of Pete Carroll, 4x Defensive Player of the Year. You would give up a lot of things to get Russ back. Probably would make DK stay. The thing is, though, is Russ went to ownership and tried to get Schneider and Carroll fired. If I'm John Schneider, there's no way I'm letting Russ back in the building. But as far as cheap veterans, I mean, if you got Russell cheap enough, I wouldn't mind him. Don't really want to bring in a rookie, even if we do bring in a rookie. I don't want to bring in a rookie and throw him behind that terrible offensive line. Now, if we address the line through free agency and the draft, then maybe you could consider moving up in the draft and trying to get whoever you think is going to be the franchise quarterback. If there's a guy they're convinced on, but I don't know. I don't know if that guy's out there this year. Allstate, you're in good hands. Thanks for following Allstate. Who is your favorite left-handed player in all of sports, Allstate? Wore headbands on his biceps. It's like the Ultimate Warrior, man. Let's see. Is it a dove with a 0? Welcome to the stream. Lights are flashing for you. Time's going up on the time bank. All the good stuff happens. Allstate, he's going with Mike Vick. We're in the 4-minute warning. We need somebody to subscribe, or send a gift, or a follow train to happen. This may be our last game of the day, but I've done a lot of streaming today, so it's all good if the timer runs out. We'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow could be a dual stream. Nice user from my opponent. I thought I was setting up and delivering the diamond there, but he was all over it with Yolacker. He's your favorite player ever. Would love to see him back. I enjoyed Russ a lot too. I hate the way that Russ left. If Russ just left because it was a contract thing like Geno or whatever, I would feel a little differently about him. Trying to shove out everybody and thinking he was the franchise is kind of a weird thing. If you're... Hold on. I want to be sure I read this correctly. So Jason's saying, if I'm John, he means John Schneider. I'm just saying that for the TikTok and any red viewers that may be in lurking. The O-line is back. You bring Russ in, watch him get blasted. Only way Russ comes back is the tank season. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's a tank year, and if we are tanking, who is it that we're hoping to obtain? And maybe it's just obtain best available players. But I don't know. I'm just very puzzled as to what the plan is. But friend, thank you very much for the 3 friendship necklaces. I didn't mean for you to have to try to carry the stream, but you've been carrying quite a bit. Russ would never tank. He's a winner. Well, if you put him behind last year's offensive line, Russ is getting tanked into the turf about 55, 60 times if he makes it through the whole season without missing games. Russ has a tendency to take sacks, right? Likes to hold on, look for the moon ball down the field, and doesn't always take moving the chains when it's available. So yeah, I think Russ would get blasted behind that line. Well, listen, there was 2 seasons in Denver, in case you forgot. Second season statistically wasn't so bad for Russell. But I think there's part of Russell that wants to chase stats to try to get bigger contracts. Doesn't always necessarily make the right play. Bloodworm, Seahawks, and he's got the frowny face. hey, it's been a heck of a run, right? Started with Mike Holmgren, brought legitimacy to the franchise. The one Jim Mora Jr. year was kind of a laugh, but Paul Allen didn't play, right? Paul Allen was like Homie. Homie didn't play that. Paul Allen didn't play that. Went and got Pete Carroll in there, and we were legit for a long time. Now I don't know what we're doing. I hope we're still legit. I'm not sure that Jody Allen is a serious owner the way her brother was. So this could be the beginning of a downturn for Seattle, and maybe I'm overreacting. Let's see. Peyton tanked Russ in Denver. He didn't want Russ day one. And it's weird how much Russell wanted Peyton too. Ownership needs to change ASAP. Can't make them sell, unfortunately. As an A's fan of a different sport, it is painful when you have bad ownership. Not saying Jody's to John Fisher levels or anything, but I think for Jody, she's just happy to have the income off of all the great things her brother did, including the Seahawks and the Trailblazers. Yeah, it's trying to get those routes flat and cover hard too, and all that just wasn't working. Gonna have to try some man coverage, I think, next time defensively. But we're getting back here a ways. Never saw someone less deserving of the hate than Tebow. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't think Tebow ever did anything wrong off the field. You might feel like he was a bit preachy or a bit of a fake or something, but yeah, I don't see really any reason to hate Tebow. Thought he was kind of a funky quarterback, and I don't know that he deserved numerous chances to be a starter other places. I mean, I don't think Sanders is going to be there at 18, so we'd have to move up. Which to me, like, it all kind of comes together like a puzzle, right? Or like playing chess. One move sets up the next move. Why do you go create a quarterback hole by moving away from Geno, who is under contract for this coming year, to now have to give up draft capital in a future draft to go get Sanders, unless you're already moving up to get Sanders anyways. But I think they could have kept that under their hat and played their hand better than how they did. Supposedly contract extensions were breaking down. I'm trying to um I was trying to playmaker out Everett there, and that wasn't working. This game, guys, is cooked. Let me play us one more for the road. Um, Timer's gone, but we'll play one more for you. So let's see. Good game to the Steeler guy. That guy was playing on a much higher level than I am right now. So anyhow, to finish my rambling thought, Seattle came into this week, and I really thought team's close. At least winning the NFC West. You got to address the interior of the offensive line. Now we got to address quarterback. Now we got to address wide receiver because DK wants out. Now you got a quarterback hole. There's just a lot of turnover, and it just doesn't seem like they're trying to contend. If you're going to go get Sanders, maybe you can spend all the Geno Smith money that Geno would have got because Sanders would be on the rookie scale and try to plug up that offensive line. But you don't really want to throw Sanders in there to get destroyed. Did I ever see the video of him talking to DT? God rest his soul. No, I haven't seen it. Sorry, it took me a second to catch up chat. Let's see. Personally enjoyed Tim Tebow's baseball arc for Mike Plays Games. It took the NFL decades to push out Schneider, and he was a legit scumbag. Yeah, that's true. Tebow was good enough for teams to use him, like the Lakers use Bronny. Good message from Tippis there. JSN the next DK. No, they're very different receivers. JSN's a lot more similar to Tyler Lockett before Lockett had the terrible leg injury. An explosive guy that can create separation, but he's not a big body receiver that you're just going to throw over the top to. Easy kid, I don't know what you're saying. Can't tell what goes through. Yeah, I know it was there. Yeah, I was just rambling for a minute. Still haven't re-signed Jones. Yes, we have to re-sign Ernest Jones. I'm afraid we're going to overpay Ernest Jones because he had some type of knee surgery in the offseason too. And my thought wasn't like, oh, okay, if we get the right line around Geno, we're going to win the Super Bowl this year. But I thought we maybe could win the West, maybe win a game. Like you kind of go in steps, and you want to see how far you can take it. Now it's like, man, what are we doing? Are we tanking? Are we in on Sam Darnold. What's the plan up in Seattle? I don't know that they know what they're doing. And it's probably a little unfair. I associate a lot of this with McDonald, but McDonald's kind of at the whims of John Schneider, and it seems like Schneider's just winging it. Mike wants a team that's about speed. If I'm keeping it real with my opinion on Mike McDonald is a wonderful defensive coordinator masquerading as a head coach. That's how I feel about him. I don't know that he has a lot of input on the offensive side, and I don't think he wants to have a lot of input on the offensive side, which I think is odd for the boy genius 30-something-year-old head coach. I can kind of get that if you're an older coach and you just want to defer and you have your stronger side, and I guess some guys have their stronger sides versus their weaker sides and stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure that I trust him. Not sure if I trust myself here. I'm throwing some bad balls. Hey, Geno's throwing touchdowns to the Raiders already, guys. Look at that. All right, there's Geno's first touchdown to the Raiders. So let's see. Sam Darnold, next quarterback. God rest their souls. Pete had some power. Mike is a hired hand. Yeah, so I don't know. I kind of oscillate on McDonald. I thought McDonald did a much better job than the late Pete Carroll era teams defensively. And Pete was loyal to guys like Clint Hurt and Shane Waldron to a fault, where he should have moved on from them. Probably never should have hired him in the first place. I think those guys, well, not Waldron. Waldron was a Rams hire, but I think Hurt was a promotion from within. But last year Seahawks would struggle in the first half at times on the defensive side. You could tell McDonald would make the second half adjustments, and teams would have a hard time in the second half against Seattle's defense, particularly after they traded for Jones and they made the trade for the guy from Jacksonville, who didn't have a huge impact on us. But why did we give up a pick for him? Now that guy got cut a couple days back. Ray Robertson or whatever his name was. So that was a 6th rounder that was burnt. Let's see. Dirt Boy, thanks for following. He's trying to blood some of what he had with the Ravens. Hey, Jaw, if I played you, if you were the Steeler guy, dude, you're playing way better than I was. Dirt Boy, he's a Niner fan. How much money do you think Brock Purdy deserves annually? Yeah, Waldron did not go well. Although I believe I saw a comparison between Waldron and Ryan Grubb, and the expected points per play or something went down this past year. So it shows you how bad of a hire Grubb was. And I mean the line was bad too. So I mean that's on Schneider. It's not ever just a 100% one thing or the other, but yeah, and Grubb struggled so much for us. And then Grubb just wanted to keep throwing the ball instead of trying to play some type of complementary football. So many quick drives and get the defense back out there this past season. Seattle Sportser Cook says Bloodworm. Colin Kaepernick was the man. Kaepernick was, man, I loved to root against that guy. He was terrorizing when he had the football in his hand because he had the strong arm. Wasn't always the most accurate passer, but he had a very strong arm and was an amazing runner in the open field once he got loose. Man, I was jumping around when Sherman tipped over to Malcolm Smith and we went to the Super Bowl that year. Hey, what's happening there, Mr. Dark Spectre? Cap versus Russ was fun, says Jason. Indeed it was. Let's see, 180 rushing yards in a playoff game. Yeah, that's crazy. Bryson, your guess is as good as everybody's. I don't know what the quarterback plan is. I don't know that there's a plan in place right now. I know there was reporting that we're interested in Sam Darnold, which doesn't really excite me. Not that Sam would be terrible. It's just, I don't know. Hey, Bloodworm. Yeah, always great to have you in the chat. If you have to go, please click on to the profile. My link tree is there. Please join us in the Discord server. Guys, if you're on TikTok and you haven't followed, or if you're on the For You page, please come on in. We got 49 followers. We'd like to hit a half 100. You could be number 50. Madden on modded Madden on PC. No, I haven't. I'm playing on PlayStation 5. I imagine some of the mods and stuff are probably super fun. But yeah, Dark Spectre, Darnold is 27, looked good last season for whatever that's worth. He looked good till the game started having pressure attached to him. Then it was like the lights are too bright, right? Would only make sense to trade quarterbacks in division again. Yeah, that's the issue. I mean, if we got Darnold on like a 2-year deal, I wouldn't hate it because you could still proceed with maybe drafting somebody, maybe seeing what Sam Howell can do, whatever. But if Darnold's coming in, I'm sure he's expecting to be the starter. Just doesn't make sense to you that the draft this year isn't at quarterback in your opinion? Yeah, I don't know that they think they're going to be slick and grab somebody in the later rounds that's going to step in and be another Russell Wilson, third round dude that's amazing for us. It's rare that happens, and maybe they're planning to move up. Maybe they're planning to try to get Sanders or something. There's so many good mods for gameplay, gear, player likeness, etc. A lot of tools that help for that too. How does one get started on that JWR? Because I have no idea how you go about playing like modded Madden. I was thinking I should try to play that retro football game, if not this year, maybe in the future. Micah or Mika, I never say exactly where I'm at, but I'm in California. Usually kind of keep it a little bit vague. Raiders should have kept Terrell Pryor. Pretty sure Terrell Pryor was in Seattle for his season. In the Pete Carroll era. I think we had him in the roster churn first couple years. You're in Germany. Hey, are you a fan of the Bundesliga? And if so, who's your favorite club in that league? Oh, there's a community. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So a lot of streaming today. I did stream earlier. We did our one MMA watch along with the Creator Sports Network. This will be my last game of the night. But I'll be back on tomorrow. Probably get to start a little earlier tomorrow. I imagine we'll play Madden and PGA 2K Saturday and Sunday nights. A little bit of a split stream on both. And then next week, I probably should start playing the show just to get the rust off after not playing it for a while. But he's a fan of Bayern Munich. Oh no, wait a minute. That was Prom. Let's see. Werder Brerum is your club. Berman. I'm sorry, I probably really botched that name. I'm not super familiar with the league, although I don't watch a lot of soccer. Here in the U.S., we usually call it soccer, and we call this football. But yeah, I love the Azzurri. I'm Italian by ancestry, uh, so I pay attention when it's like the World Cup and the Euro and stuff like that. Jaden, welcome in, buddy. You want to play, but you didn't even follow the stream. It's at the North Sea in Germany. Man, I'd like to be at the North Sea in Germany. Sounds beautiful. Madden mods can be fun unless they break your save, then not so much as Dark Specta. You're randomly a very big Wolfsburg fan in the Bundesliga for Mike Plays Games. Mike, I didn't know that about you. I know you love French soccer because you have French family history. Bavaria, says our buddy. Apparently Bavaria clears. I don't know. Oh, it's an interception by Everett. Everett caught that one on a ball that I was trying to playmaker to Hester. Oh well, better be lucky than good. Also a big Leicester City fan in the Premier League. Fellas, who's the best soccer slash football player, if we're going to use that term, in the world these days? Is it Mbappe or is it somebody else? Is it the guy from Norway? The striker. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. The Rangers. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you there. Rangers hanging out with us on the red chat. Holland, right? Holland's the guy from Norway that I'm thinking of. At least I'm trying to think of. I know Francesco Totti got some headlines like 2 months ago saying he might come back and play in the Serie A. I was hoping he was going to do it, but maybe he was just bored during an interview. Totti was my favorite player. Let's see. Mika, thanks so much for following. Bavaria is an area of Germany that's mostly the rest of Germany doesn't like, says Mike Plays Games. Is it like California where everybody just loves to hate on them? Or just the whole West Coast? I know I got a lot of West Coasters watching right now. It's like Southeast Germany on the border of Austria. Oh, there's a guy that used to moderate. I'd say he still pops in once in a while. His name's Wolke, and he's from Austria. Really, really kind guy. And he actually started watching all the Madden streams. All right, Geno scoring in Vegas with the touchdown scamper. Oh, Mike McDonald's not happy to see Geno scoring in Vegas. Come on now, guys. That's where you were born. No way, really? The more you know. Prometheus Jubilee. I'm really good at botching your name. I don't try to. Some of the names just roll off the tongue easier for me. I'll get it eventually. See. At least there's still love for California, says Mike. Bavaria is like awfully hated by the rest of the country, way past the levels the rest of the country has for California slash Texas. Oh, interesting. I got to go down the rabbit hole on that one. Let's see. Alliance Stadium was there last weekend for rugby league. What a stadium! Hey, what's up, Kia? How's your day going? Yeah, I know the NRL was coming out to Vegas. I didn't know that they had already had their opening week. Are you a big fan of footy? If so, who's your favorite team in the NRL? My personal favorite is St. George Illawarra because of being a streamer. I connected to some fans of the franchise. Yeah, that's a pretty good throw. He's got himself in field goal range just like that. Hey Brady, thanks for the likes on TikTok chat. You live in Australia. Well, what part of Australia are you at? You're a Warriors fan. New Zealand Warriors in Australia. Interesting. We drove him back a little, but not that far back. It's a 51-yard field goal attempt. Hey, what's up, Priest? How's your day going? Easy to hate on them. They make all the money, is what I'm hearing about Bavaria. But yeah, I have a lot of Australian viewers, especially when I used to stream NBA 2K at these hours, that would pop in. And yeah, Australia's awesome. I even had a streamer send me an Australian care package one time, and it had like the Tim Tams in it. It had Vegemite. I forget what else it had, but like all the different little snacks to check them out. Born and raised in New Zealand. Oh, awesome! I have a few viewers that come in from New Zealand as well. One of them was big into cricket, and one's named Kiwi Bandicoot. It's always nice here. Brady, that's what they told me. They told me put the Vegemite on toast, and I ate it on stream. So I spread it really thin, put it on toast. It stuck to my teeth. I didn't like the taste, made me want to gag, and everybody in the house tried it. My mom came over, she tried it. My brother, he tried some, and then he took it to his work. I told him take it to your work and put it in the lunchroom and see if anybody there likes it. So somebody ended up enjoying it at a factory here in California. But yeah, the Vegemites, man, I guess it's just one of those acquired tastes. If you grow up eating it, maybe it tastes good. So Mike says whenever he speaks to his German friends, they never have anything good to say about the Bavarian friends. Have I tried anything from Scotland? Not that I'm aware of, Reese. Wouldn't be opposed to it, but I don't have as many contacts in Scotland. There's a new chatter that's a subscriber on the Purple Chat. His name's Whitey. He's from Scotland. Really cool guy to talk golf and other sports with. And then I have one moderator from Scotland. His name's Jake. Jake MBA, and Jake's really nice too. But shipping stuff internationally is pretty costly deal. Was fortunate to get something from Australia one time. See, Brady says has a friend from Australia. As we take down the muscle hamster, she brought someone 1 year some kangaroo jerky. It was all right. Landon, thanks for following. The only jerky I ever had when I still ate meat that was not cattle jerky, beef jerky, was venison jerky, which is really good. How do you fix a wicked slice? Are we talking about in the video game or in real life, Braden? In real life, if you're slicing it, you're cutting across the ball with a outside to in swing path, and the club face is open. I've seen kangaroo jerky and I've seen crocodile jerky. I like the local gas stations, little variety stations around here. Sky, I hope you're doing well. Thanks so much for rating. Hope everybody had a great stream, and let me get a shout out to one of our favorite friends in Southern California. Yeah, it is a win rate. Yeah, everybody welcome in from Sky's stream. No, yeah, it's available here in Central California, Mike. I'm pretty sure there's a sign at one of the gas stations still where they have like novelty jerkies. So I think it has like shark, crocodile, kangaroo. Braden and is it Blazicki? Thanks guys for following. Great to have you there. So yeah, the club face is open, right? That's what's causing, if you're right-handed, it's causing a counterclockwise spin on the golf ball, and you got to get it closed. So what I would tell people when I was instructing, and I'll tell you now, to visualize, if you're familiar with a baseball field, whoa, what defense are we getting into here, camera angle? If you're on a baseball diamond, you'd want to kind of aim your body towards second base. You don't want to keep opening up your stance because that's going to exaggerate the problem. So close up your stance like you're, shoulders close towards the second baseman, and feel like you're trying to pull the ball over the shortstop's head. So that's enough, right, to kind of get the club face squared up and get the draw spin, or at least get it kind of moving straight. The hardest thing to do in golf is hit the ball straight. Hitting a draw or a fade is going to be more consistent more often. But yeah, Sky's an amazing streamer. She streams a lot of sports games, also really good at first-person shooter games. Really cool friend. When I was partner pushing, Sky was wind beneath my wings with a lot of raids that helped me get over the hump. You have to average at 75 per stream average. So it was the year of 2021. And yeah, I cannot recommend Sky enough as a streamer. So if you guys haven't followed, please follow. Raider guy trying to run out the game on us here. How did the stream go so fast? People always want to swing up versus swing down. The club angles do work. Yeah, especially with the irons, right? People want to know how to get the irons airborne. You got to strike down, take the divot, get the ball to pinch against the grooves of the club face, and it just kind of spins up, and that makes it come up in the air. With the hybrid clubs, you can sweep, and of course with the woods, you can get more of a sweep. But yeah, definitely with your irons, you got to be coming with a downward striking motion. Just trust the loft and the way the club is made. When you can see your irons divot and you see the problem, yep. Those push streams were fun. Man, I felt like I was grinding. I was looking at my stats the other day through Twitch tracker, Mike, and I think that September leading up to the partner month, which was in October, I think I streamed like 230 hours or something. I didn't realize I had been live that much. My wife was on the last maternity leave that we got to have. Not that there couldn't be another surprise, but yeah, the last one was a surprise. So I think we're probably set now with the 3 kids. But man, I was putting in a lot of hours back then. Ooh, 4th and inches here. Miss being able to golf for Jason. ... Pereira or Ana Clavia. I don't know. I think you're asking me about UFC, and I never watch UFC. I'll say Pereira because I can pronounce the name easier, but I don't know. What do you guys say? Let's say everybody in purple stream. Who's winning that batch? That match tonight? And I think we denied him. I sold out against the run. Ooh, what a clutch stop. Was switching here, Roflo stream during those times. Yeah, Roflo would raid in a lot. So he said Pereira versus Anka Aleva? I don't know. I'm mispronouncing the name. I'm gonna copy it over. There we go. What play did I call here? Yeah, I missed Roflo streaming a lot. Definitely an awesome streamer and awesome young man. Pereira all day, says Jason. Oh, the buddy's gonna come to the purple side. Purple side's got drops, so got that going for us. All right, we just need the walk-off field goal, hopefully. There he is. Prometheus Jubilee. He doesn't correct me for botching his name. Actually, I'm assuming it's a he. All I really know is he's got an awesome cat. They have an awesome cat. There's probably an illegal man downfield. Bummer. You missed talking to the dude. You sure if you DM'd him, he talked to you because you guys play together? You know he's busy. You should probably check the league. Yeah, I should probably shoot him a message here and there. In general, I try not to bother people because I don't want them to feel like I'm trying to get them to come in and like resubscribe or anything of that nature as a streamer. Like if people need time off, maybe they just are busy doing other things. Oh no, Everett picked a bad time to fumble, bud. So that may be how the worm turns. Oh, Robert Flores. We have a Roflo that's an A's fan that Mike and myself met under each other. Oddly enough, our Roflo doesn't like that Roflo, but I like both Roflos. But yeah, Robert Flores is cool. I've rated him a couple times. He's rated here. Need him to resub to you. Only reason for DMing people. Oh, I wonder if the chat settings are letting our friend chat because I think we have verified phone number on. Need to pay the bill somehow for Mike. From here, I don't mind him really taking the field goal try. Let's see what he does. And thought we were going to drop him for a loss instead. He gets it to the 37, so add 17 yards. So 45, or excuse me, 55 yards, 54 yards, somewhere in there. We'll do ice kicker. He may have the ice kicker thing off. Hey, what's up, Brian? Welcome back in. It is Doug Martin. Yeah, Doug Martin got like a combine card. Seemed like it may be like the meta card right now because that thing seems like it's been activated most of the game. So if he wins it, I mean, he deserves it for forcing the fumble. Bummer that we got the. I'm not gonna block it with Vincent. Oh, that was a clutch kick, man. He deserves his win. But yeah, shame that we had the offside or illegal man downfield and then fumbled on the next snap. Because once I stopped him on 4th and 1, I thought we had him. But good game to the Raider dude. Ben Sports, thanks for jumping in so early. We've been on for like 3 hours, man. I usually start around midnight my time, Ryan. Stream's winding down though, and we did like 4 hours of one MMA. Did put out a TikTok short to let you guys know it was a exclusive to Twitch. Yeah, I started at midnight. Now it's 3:30. Pat's fan from England. Oh, welcome in, Ben. Yeah, CM, your comment didn't make it through. There's only one CM that I care about, and it's not you. So, yeah, hit the road, Jack. But yeah, your comment doesn't phase us. We had a banger stream, and if you're gonna whine about ignoring your comment, then you don't fit the vibe check, buddy. But yeah, I usually start at midnight my time. Ryan is roughly when we start. Sometimes we start later, sometimes we start earlier, but in general, that's what I aim for. And it varies, you know. Sometimes I'm just so tired I gotta sleep through the night, and then I start up stream early morning or something. And it'll be the shows coming out next week. We'll probably try to do some big streams. Maybe I don't know. Maybe sit like 3-4 hours on the time bank. Buddy, I'm so sorry that's giving you a hard time. If you're still in the purple chat, there's a link to the Discord server and everything else. It's always easier to join through there. But I have kind of strict Twitch settings because we're on the Latin Luminaire shelf and we're on Indigenous Voices shelf, and we get to be on for a year. But they want you to have on shield mode, and shield mode has some funky settings to it. But it sends us a lot of like extra traffic from the front page of Twitch. If people are browsing and looking for a stream, my stream's not always necessarily going to be up at the top in the carousel, but it's more discoverable that way. So that always helps. Like tonight, there's drops on, so we pop up a little bit higher in the game category, and you get more folks to follow. So yeah, appreciate everybody. Wish we could have won more games, than we did, but haven't played as much Madden since the Super Bowl. Big night to talk about Geno. Tomorrow, when Reek Woolen and Devon Witherspoon gets traded away, we'll be back for more Seahawk talk. I'm only joking, but I hope they don't trade away the rest of the franchise. Won't let you send the coach your phone. Hey, we'll get it all sorted out. Worst case scenario, I can always moderate you temporarily so you can chat, or get you a VIP badge so you can chat. But I didn't know that. I thought maybe it was giving you a hard time, but yeah, I didn't know that was the case for sure. Sometimes people follow and they can't chat. If you stay followed, though, I think it goes away after like a week or something. The stricter chat settings. So anyhow, fellas, I'm gonna get some rest. The plan tomorrow is put in a new ceiling fan. If I don't burn down the house or electrocute myself, probably going to try to change this one tomorrow as well, or Sunday. So I'll have some Bob Vila tales for you guys tomorrow. Yeah, thanks Jason, Mike, Dark Specta, everybody else that's lurking, that's in here. Trying to think of the buddies that have been chatting here recently. Sky again, thanks for the raid if you're still watching the stream, and yeah, have fun shopping for a house. Thankfully, we got house insurance, so we'll be rebuilding here. But yeah, thanks guys for making it through on TikTok as well. Let's see, it's Ali X. Thank you for jumping in. It's Daniel Freak on every social. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Tomorrow, my intention, lead off with Madden, and then probably a little bit of PGA. Probably do that both weekend streams, and then probably got to start getting some MLB The Show in. Maybe MLB and some PGA throughout the week leading up to the release of MLB The Show 25. I'm so excited, I can't stand it. All right, catch you guys again real soon.